Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, just like us trying to record episode 31, we are back for another episode of Next Play Sports. You got your boy Sid, you got your boy Nolan, and you got your boy Hayden, and your boy Timo. Sit back, relax, grab a drink and a snack, because here we go.
Yeah, so
run it back.
Let's get it.
Run it back.
this is 31.2 because I don't
Sid
know.
fumbled 31.
Sid did not fumble
Sid,
31. We're not saying Sid fumbled 31. All right,
The program fumbled
We
software.
left it in Sid's hands.
This software
We
fumbled
lost
31.
said file.
Hey, look, one.
In Sid's defense, this has never happened before.
Hey,
In 30 weeks.
let's.
My grandma was looking so forward to Mr. 31 being on the podcast, man, and like she didn't even make it, man. So I ain't gonna say it's Sid's fault, but it happens, man.
My grandma was on her.
That bitch,
so
she wanted to hear me on the
excited.
pod and I couldn't make it. Thanks, Sid.
The funeral will be tomorrow.
Yeah, she got wild. Get red, kid.
That's fucked up.
Are you being serious?
She got
No.
I was like, yeah,
Shout out to Linda.
I'm about to
Sid,
feel
Sid.
like.
My grandma is not dead.
I'm about to feel like a major dickhead.
I was like,
Fuck your grandmama, fuck your
word,
family, we
she
dead.
got lag switched.
Getting lag switched in real life is crazy. Got disconnected from the server.
She must have ran into jail. I don't know.
Yo, this bitch ain't even follow me back on Instagram. That's fucked up.
It is what it is. Anyway, so y'all missed a heater, but I guess we'll just pump out another one because we're
full of them.
We just fucking do this. So, so baseball, World Baseball Classic, a little bit different of a conversation, even though we just talked it. Nolan was gassing up Venezuela just for them to get dicked on by the USA.
Well, to be fair,
To be fair, it's the USA.
we were losing.
Okay. Did we lose?
Daniel Bard imploded.
Did we lose?
No, we won.
All right then.
Trey Turner.
USA.
Oh yeah,
USA.
for sure.
Yeah.
Gassing up Venezuela. They
Yeah.
played us.
Gassing
Like,
up
what do you
Venezuela.
mean?
Yeah.
I said, oh, they're a good team.
Venezuela don't want
Then they
none.
played us.
I know for a fact Germany don't want
Who we got now?
none.
Cuba.
Cuba.
LOL. They tried that.
Nolan, pull up
Cuban
Cuba.
Missile
Hey,
Crisis.
Nolan, hype up the Cuba roster real quick.
Oh, no, wait, I got you.
We got to run back the same mojo.
They tried that already, bro. Cuba tried that shit in the 60s, bro.
That's crazy.
That was
Shout out,
I don't
shout
think
out,
it was the 60s.
shout out, John. Shout out, John.
Yeah,
Was that
yeah.
the 60s? I thought the 60s was Vietnam.
It's, 69 to like 73 was Vietnam.
Yes,
No,
like,
it went a lot longer than that.
Well, didn't we pull out in 73?
we
pulled out in 73, but we started in like the early 60s.
We pulled out in
It wasn't
73,
69.
but the Vietnam War, like North Vietnam versus South Vietnam, lasted a lot longer.
Yeah, Vietnam fucked us in the ass, by the way.
That theirs ended in what, 79?
Yeah, they went on for a little while.
Yeah.
We just were like, we're not putting our name on this.
Well, because we were getting our ass kicked.
I just want a Cuban baseball roster.
Shout out Fidel Castro.
Retreat before you
Fidel
retreat before you lose. Retreat before you lose.
Hey, undefeated. Truly.
You can't be.
Back World War champs.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Japan and Germany don't want none.
well, Japan might be coming up
Oh, Cuba's only 2-2.
What are you talking about?
if we could play them in the finals.
Like I told you, they don't want none.
Shohei
Oh, this team is ass.
and Yoshida.
We got
hype them up.
we got big boys for that.
Luis Robert, Yoenis Cespedes, and Yohan Moncada. That's the only name.
Yoenis Cespedes is still playing baseball.
for Cuba.
Probably for Cuba, yeah.
I don't see a single other person.
Who
on
did you
here.
say, Robert and who?
Robert, Yoenis Cespedes, and Yohan Moncada. That's it. That's the only MLB names.
No. What about pitching? They got some decent pitching. Who'd they beat to get to us?
I'm about to check. This shit is terrible.
I'm not worried about
They beat
Japan,
Australia.
though. Oh, yeah. They play baseball down
Is
under?
this Taiwan? No, it's Chinese Taipei. We beat the shit out of them too.
We just
And then they dicked on Panama, but they lost to Italy.
we just do this.
walk in the park for the hometown team.
It's weird how the World Baseball Classic goes kind of like the Little League World Series every year. USA and Japan.
I mean, so we got who we got? We're sending Adam Wainwright to the hill tonight.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We
Yeah.
are.
is that a way right?
It's Adam Wainwright getting the ball. And just to clown KFC, is talking about how, like, Adam Wainwright was talking about, like, there are bigger name Americans that wanted to compete. for this country. Except Garrett Cole, he actually hates.
Yeah, no.
He actually hates our country.
Fuck Garrett Cole.
Garrett Cole would rather protect his arm than throw baseballs for our country.
Yeah.
He's anti-American.
So
He has a Stalin and Hitler tattoo on his
draft
arm.
starts up. Don't count on Garrett Cole.
It's right. It's actually not even on his arm. It's a tramp stamp. He's got Hitler and Stalin.
All right, now you're starting to.
Garrett Cole's a draft dodger.
Now him and Chris Sale kind of sound like friends.
No.
Whoa.
Chris Sale just has a belly button ring.
Whoa.
Anyways,
I mean, I'd say that's pretty Nazi.
What?
belly button ring.
Every thought ECU is a fucking Nazi, I guess.
Anyways, yeah, but Adam Wainwright was talking about how there are better players that want to represent our country. It's just like their agents won't allow them to risk that kind of thing.
Fuck them.
Dude, if I was a professional baseball player,
Kick rocks.
my agent.
Well, it's probably
ass.
mostly pitchers because I mean we can't get much bigger names in the lineup. I mean,
Yeah, our lineup.
Pete Alonso came off the bench last night, so it's mostly pitchers.
Like I said, we got big.
If Nestor Cortez is our ace, then we got a bit of an issue.
Like I was saying, we got big boys for Japan.
We'll see.
Got some fat mans.
No one got it.
But yeah. What about KFC and everything?
What about KFC?
No, I just thought you'd
about
want to
that
harp on
dickhead?
that because we talked about it in another pod, but that got deleted. They don't know.
Yeah, I also
I
dropped.
ain't
I also
heard
dropped
it.
my tweet. Dude's just a
The lost NPS files.
cockhead. I don't know
fuck
how
KFC.
better else to say it.
Well,
He's
the
been
thing
hating
is-
on the WBC, like,
and the fact that it's March Madness right now, and the WBC was trending over March Madness,
Yeah.
I mean, we just do this.
and they have more viewership than the Oakland Athletics did all of last season.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of a shot at the Athletics, but
They're terrible.
yeah,
And they're terribly ran.
I mean, WBC is fire.
Bro, like,
I encourage y'all to watch tonight and the finals.
I mean,
Assuming
we
make
put
it.
the tweet out the other day. By the way, he's lost 8,000 followers just since the other day when I put that tweet out.
Well, he's a clown. He thinks Edwin Diaz got hurt because of the World Baseball Classic, when in all reality, he got hurt celebrating with the Mets in practice. The Mets did that thing. The
they
Mets did that
practice
thing where you
celebration.
celebrate like winning the World Series, like getting the last out, and how you're going to celebrate that teams do that always fails miserably in teams' face.
Especially the Mets.
And yeah, and he got hurt.
Why are the Mets doing that?
Yeah, fuck the man.
Who do they think they are?
Exactly.
This guy,
They're rich, but that's about it.
Who did that last year? It was the I can't remember who did it last year. But
probably the Mets.
it always fails for whoever does it.
Probably maybe the Dodgers. Might have
But
been.
that's when he hurt his knee. Now Jose Altuve got hurt last night.
Yeah, he broke his thumb.
He's out for indefinite time.
yeah, this guy said,
Looking for KFC's tweet.
Yeah, they won. Princeton beat fucking Missouri.
Princeton, them doctors are dancing, baby.
No, don't play with Princeton. They don't play around.
We can move on right into my, if we're off of baseball, unless y'all got anything y'all want to say about it. Oh, my buy or sell. I bought the other day. I'll buy it again since they don't know. I'm buying Mike Trout as Captain America. Just because of the classic performance. It's so fun to see Mike Trout play a form of playoff baseball. This should make Angels ownership like want to get out of poverty.
Like, oh my god.
yeah, look, just bring
He
us
looks
on.
happy. I've never seen that. Like,
Yeah, he's fired up.
Look, just bring us on. You know,
Yeah, let us buy the Angels.
let us handle the moves. Let us handle
Yeah.
the moves.
Best we can do.
How about right now?
why are you fucking around?
Right now,
give
y'all
us the
just
team.
right now y'all just employ us.
Jesus.
Y'all just employ us. You're gonna have to give us LA pay, but just employ us.
Yeah.
Let us turn the Angels into a 100-win
I
ball
need a Shohei
club.
contract.
Let us turn the Angels into a 100-win ball club, and then we flip it, stack it, and we buy that bitch.
Yeah. It's not that. It's not that
Aren't baseball
hard.
teams worth like $1 billion?
Oh yeah.
All major
Yeah.
sports teams are worth over $1 billion.
Not true.
Angels are
It's-
like
well,
like
all of them.
I think the Angels are like
There's only
3
one
billion.
MLS team worth $1 billion.
oh, bro, the MLS is ass.
Shout out LAFC.
Okay. But this motherfucker said, okay, I can see, obviously being a dickhead. He said, WBC has been awesome and the players like it so much. Just sucks it's once every 4 years. We should put all these players into one pool, draft a bunch of teams, and have them compete in another tournament of sorts, except more games and do it every year. It would be fire.
Was that him kind of clowning it again, like, because he actually don't want that to happen?
No, he's talking about the MLB.
Yeah.
He's talking about we should put them all in one big pool, draft them to their own teams, play a bunch of games every year, and have a tournament at the end of it. Would be fire.
Oh, so he's just talking about the
Cockade.
Yes, he's just...
On topic, I just found this tweet. Nolan Arenado told Bob Nightingale, he said there's no reason the Stars should not be playing in this.
Well,
yeah, I mean, all the players are defending
Did we
it.
not see Bros E5?
I mean, dudes are calling it more meaningful.
He ain't never committed to E5.
Never?
Never.
I watched him do it.
Where? Show me the video. Hold on.
Hold on. I'm just saying that
have you not seen it?
No.
Everybody on Twitter was saying Machado should have started at third for that. Is Machado even American?
No. Machado?
Yeah.
Machado's from
Why are we talking about Manny Machado?
No, because everybody on Twitter was saying that Machado was better than him.
Well, they're fucking
Anyway,
stupid.
Hold on. What was
Stupid
I even
as
talking
fuck.
about at this point?
You're by.
You better get me fucking angry.
No, I already bought Mike Trout as Captain America.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus, I just had my thought. Oh, teams are calling this like the player for as far as disputing what KFC said. Players are saying this is more meaningful to them than like World Series games.
Yes, like
Yeah.
these dudes from the DR and from the PR or that are proud to be from their country, like they would rather support their country on that stage than play for a Major League Baseball team on that stage.
And I think the reason it's getting so much pull is because like the World Cup, it happens like every 4 years. It's not like a every year
Well, yeah, of course.
thing.
It's basically the Olympics, but like look at Randy Arozarena. I don't know if y'all know his story.
he's been balling.
But I'm saying, do you know his story?
Yeah, he like talked to the governor or something. I don't know.
No. So
Is he from
He talked to somebody.
No, he is
Okay.
from
I know he's playing with Team Mexico and like doing amazing.
Yeah, but he like begged to have citizenship. Just so he could do that.
Yes, because he come from somewhere else. He came from poverty, like, and so when he was, I think it was when he was 18 or a little bit younger from 18, he defects, goes to Mexico to play for one of their semi-pro teams because like he was treated like shit back home. And then he brings his mother, his sister, everybody. And then so like and then he obviously goes and plays in the MLB, makes noise with the Rays and gets a contract and shit. And so every year he's pleaded with the Mexican president or the governor or whatever to give him citizenship so he can represent Mexico in the World Baseball Classic. And so he finally granted it. And he's been hooping.
Big hooping.
Nice.
But
Is it buying Randy Arozarena?
I mean, I'm buying the story. I mean, it's a dope story. I read like the whole thing. It was fire. It's one of those things that they could make a movie about.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they make a movie about it. That would be a dope ass movie. But
Do we want to move on to hoops?
Hayden,
Nope. Hooptastic.
an Orioles fan.
That's me.
All right, so I know you explained the story once, but explain it again. How did you become an Orioles fan?
So I fucking hate baseball. I just want to stand that out right now. But as a journalist and as an aspiring sports journalist, I feel like for credibility, you gotta have a team in every league. So I was like, damn, I need a baseball team, but fucking baseball sucks. So I was like, who do I know that likes baseball? I know Lil Mabo too, Kobe, but I don't trust his opinions.
His government?
I don't trust his opinions. Yeah, Kobe's a little bit of a bandwagon.
Man, never trust a white man. So I asked Mr. Timo over
We're
here.
all white.
I asked Mr. Timo over here, and he gave me.
Get all the information like that.
Man, who is he? Some trash team, like the Braves or like the Red Sox, somebody trash. And I was like, nah, that's trash. And then he was like, all right, I'll give you up and coming team in the Orioles. And I was like, Baltimore, that fits my vibe. We good.
Be more.
We straight.
Earn. Yeah, Baltimore.
Aiden's vibe.
Bro, I want you to know a lot of people say Baltimore is pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Exactly. So am I. Have you never met me?
All right. Let's move on to hoops, man. Let's move on to hoops. So, what did we talk about last time? I know we talked about.
We mentioned more about how John Morant has not been a good boy since the last
John Morant's
time.
not a good boy. He's suspended for 8 games.
Yeah, 8 more games.
But he's,
Yeah, that's right.
He's
See-
quote unquote chomping at the bit to get back with the team.
Oh yeah, I hope. I'd imagine. Dumbass.
Can I talk about? I just want to talk
I
about.
think you're calling me a dumbass.
No,
I'm
John
just
Morant.
relaying it. I'm
I don't condone violence, but
I
tweets
wanna-
out feels it's free to see how hollows feel.
It's the PR
Oh,
route.
let's
We
let's
know
go to
he's not
Google.
sincere.
Let's
No
go to
athlete
Google.
is ever sincere about what they
Let's
say.
go to Google and see if that's a rap lyric we don't know about. It's free to see how hollows
I'm sure it is.
feel.
Go look at his Instagram. His old Instagram.
I'm about to say his old Instagram.
Yeah.
I forget.
Oh, dude, they're posting pictures of him and saying,
I'm
it's
on
like,
that
good
good
morning.
cushion alcohol.
They were all rap lyrics.
Yeah,
They were literally all rap lyrics.
but
Yeah, bro. I can't.
Miles
he took the
I can't find that. I can't find that. I can't find that.
Nobody thinks he's sincere. And just
I can't find that lyric anywhere.
Miles Bridges, John Morant, and Aaron Peterson going crazy in the prison yard. You not beating that team. Shout out Aaron.
pure damn right.
Pure damn harassment.
You're a damn harassment.
What's crazy is there's gonna be like 25-ish people that watch this that don't even know what the fuck we're talking about.
No, but
Just tell him to look up Aaron
You
Peterson.
saw it. The
But
trade's done.
what trade?
The Mondesi trade that the Red Sox did. We finally got our second
Alberto.
player. We got our second player from that trade.
Yeah, man, basketball. So yeah, John Morant suspended. He was sent to a facility.
counseling thing.
Yeah,
in Florida.
Don't know what it's for, but yeah.
Stress.
And he issued an apology. Did an interview with Jalen Rose that I'm not watching.
I don't think anybody watched.
I'm not watching that shit.
I just saw the clip where he said.
I don't condone violence. Like, shut up.
He was like,
Shut up.
dude, it's the PR route. You knew he was gonna do it.
I don't care. I don't care. It's corny as shit.
Every athlete that gets in trouble does this shit.
Bro, but it's different whenever you do something like,
It's not. It's the same
bro,
thing.
like, it's not like a one-off thing like what happened with Anthony Edwards' Instagram Live. You remember what happened on Instagram Live?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, that's not the same thing, like, as what's going on right here. Ja has...
I'm telling you. I'm just saying. It's the PR route.
Of course it's the PR route, but it's
we're
like...
not,
in
we all know he's not sincere
in
about it.
this case, it's like...
But there's no. But why are you ragging on him for doing the same thing that every other athlete that gets in trouble does?
Bro, I'm saying it's just, like, extra corny because there's,
Why
like...
was it extra corny? It's the same thing. Every athlete that has outside trouble outside of their sport.
It's not every athlete,
Every athlete that gets in trouble. Yes.
bro.
Anthony Edwards was like, "Oh, I'm sorry.
I just want to rant real quick
I just want to."
about Anthony Davis and Darvin Ham. All right. So Friday night,
told-
what-
we
You
told
mean Maxi
Darvin-
Kleber's son?
We told
listen, Mr.
we told you Darvin Ham was a bad idea.
But
Just
Darvin Ham-
remember that.
so
think LeBron's
he
beat
can't play Friday against the Rockets because they don't want bro playing in back to backs for whatever reason. I get health concerns, but we in crunch time. Forget them health concerns. So we lose to the Rockets. They had 94 points in the paint. I think AD would have prevented 94 of them. Not all of 94, but obviously some.
Yeah.
Like about 60.
So, and then come around, AD gets outplayed by Maxi Kleber against the Dallas Mavericks. And Kyrie, he's missed the last couple weeks, but the Lakers on the schedule, so it's time to suit up. And he comes back, drops 38. And last couple plays of the game, just to give you a breakdown real quick. So, like 50 odd so seconds left, and AD sagging off. Maxi Kleber shoots a three, 80,000, a 58% free throw shooter, makes all 3 free throws. Go down the court, they try to get the ball to the guards, can't. Lakers are up 1 at this point. They foul Anthony Davis, who in the last minute of games this season, in the clutch, is shooting 46% on free throws. And he goes 1 for 2. So now they're only up to 7 seconds left. Inbound the ball to Kyrie. He is doubled. AD sagging off again. Maxi Kleber, bang.
Yeah.
So did you see that it was the exact same play that the
the same thing as the Pacers ran. Yeah.
yeah, like identical. Like literally the exact same pass, the exact same spot on the floor, the exact same three.
If they lose to the tanking Magic tonight, pack it in.
We got fucking rolled by the Bulls last night.
Might not be another episode.
Pat Bev dropped 14 straight.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
He was frying. Ridiculous. But
The Suns are busting the Thunder's ass right now too, by the way.
I'd hope so.
We need it. But anyways, so I did this segment talking about hoops the other day. We were giving our picks for who we expect to win March Madness.
yeah, I'm still give me Bama.
Kansas.
Yeah, I had UCLA.
They blew over Maryland
Brother,
last night.
Kansas lost.
They didn't lose.
Kansas lost.
I've been out of touch for 2 days, so I don't know.
No, I'm going with a big dick pick here. I'm going Princeton all the way.
If them doctors win this,
And them doctors are not playing. They done calculated the formula of basketball. They is not fucking around no more.
Did y'all see that? So apparently there was a new basketball unveiled, like the next generation basketball. It's like 3D printed, and
It's got no air in it. It's got no air in it.
it's full of holes. Like it's see through. Like and it's 3D printed. It apparently shoots, dribbles, and something else exactly like a real basketball, but there's no air in it. So like you don't have to worry about like being in Denver or being in Miami. Like,
Goddamn razor.
all the balls bounce and shoot the exact same. It's kind of like the new tires that they're coming out with, where they're airless. You can see right through them. Look pretty sick.
As a mechanic, there's no way in hell I'm putting a tire with that's fucking see-through on my car, but that's just me.
Bro, have you not seen them?
I've seen them, but I don't give a fuck.
They're fire, bro. Like they're hard. You can't pop them. You can't pop them.
If you got somebody to hate you so much that they're gonna pop your tires, I mean, you fuck anyway. It's
But no, I think those new tires they're gonna be legit. But what else do we talk about basketball?
so you got now, Nolan? Gonzaga.
Gonzaga.
I still got Kansas.
Give me Bama.
Not
man.
Kansas.
I said Bama.
Got his
I
ass.
said Bama the other day too.
Got him
UCLA
lucky.
and Amari Bailey.
I said Amari Bailey plays for UCLA.
Yeah.
So I've seen a clip on Instagram. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember Michi Baldhead Terry?
Oh yeah, the dude that Cash Nasty played.
Yeah. So remember when he played Spire Academy? And
Like, is that the highlights is all on Twitter and stuff?
yeah. So you remember when he played that team and like all of Twitter and shit was like gassing it because like apparently he locked up Melo and the post was, remember when Michi Baldhead Terry played Spire and locked up everybody? Oh, let me see if it's still on my Instagram. Anyway, somebody not named LaMelo had 64 that game and 40 in the first half.
damn.
Yeah, in high school. 40 in the first half.
64 in high school. It's wild.
Yeah, he had 64, 40 in the first half, and Michi Baldhead Terry was fouled out in the first half. I don't know. I saw that the other day. It was fire.
Actually, no. Give me Tennessee just because they beat Duke. Give me Tennessee instead because they beat Duke.
All right, so Tennessee, UCLA, Bama,
And Princeton.
Princeton, don't sleep.
Princeton, don't
Bunch
sleep.
of damn bankers.
Oh, we can get back into what I was saying the other day if we're getting into football.
What?
It's about Jalen Carter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Well, oh, we got a crew, Suns fan. Tell us about that again.
Hold on, before I do that, I just want to shout out. I just got a heart reaction on Snap from a baddie. We up. We always up, and we staying up. Nah, but back to the Suns. So, it's 2K15 era. I've been a LeBron fan since I was born. Shout out LeBron. But I was like, I need a team, bro, because I'm tired of bandwagoning with LeBron, because that's some dick riding shit. So I was like, let me get a team.
word.
So I'm on 2K,
Timo, we're looking at you.
and it's 2K15, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to random dead this bitch. So I random dead, and I got the Lakers and the Celtics. I was like, I can't be upset. Celtics fans are racist, and Lakers fans are stupid. So I was like, I'm doing it one more time, and we ended up to the Suns. Shout out Eric Bledsoe. Shout out Isaiah Thomas was on the team at the time. Goran Dragic, Markieff, Marcus. Dogs. All dogs. They were dog shit, too. We got Booker that next year. The rest is history, baby. We won the championship this year, too. Don't fuck around. Fuck the Thunder. Shout out Caitlin.
Random dead. For those of you that don't know, is whenever you're playing like 2K or like most of sports games, and
You to pick a team to play with.
yeah, so it's to make it fair. So it's always random, so you can't cheese basically, but there's a random button, and so you click random, and then you can choose to use the team you land on, or you can random again. But the third random you do is dead. Like you don't get a choice after that, so it's a gamble. And that's what he used to determine his.
Shout out Tyler Eulis. Shout out Alex Lynn. Shout out Tyson
Eulis.
Chandler.
I haven't heard that name in a while.
Shout out Josh Jackson. Dragan Bender. Marquise Chris.
Dragon
Everything. Shout out Josh Okogie, man. He's hooping. Dog.
That block and dunk on
That boy is cold, son. He don't play around.
I was like, I'd have to fight him after that.
Yo, somebody dunks on me.
Snatch blocked me and then dunked on me on the other end.
Nah, yeah, it's up.
Yeah.
I'm John Morant in that bitch. Hell,
It's free to see how he
I'm not getting dunked on, bro. It's never happening. I will never get dunked on.
I'm dick punching somebody that go up on me,
Yep,
bro. Like,
exactly.
oh god, you gonna have to fucking, you gonna have to
Flagrant
manhandle me.
4.
Yeah, they're gonna kick me out the league.
You're gonna have to dunk it because you're getting cup check on the way up. I guarantee it.
Like, you're not coming down on your feet. I'm sorry.
Ooh, the Jets have interest in Ben Jones.
All right.
Breaking source from Tanner Mobley.
Right.
Oh, we don't get to have our source off.
That's that Trey Wingo cheese.
Yeah, by the way, I did smoke Timo in a source off last time.
He really did. He really did.
Shout out Riley Reef. Bears legend.
We had a source off and Timo got smacked.
The second best reef in sports entertainment.
It's the first.
Don't worry about it. So on to football. Shout out Riley.
Oh my God. All right. Yeah, football.
So I wanted to get on the
Jalen Carter.
slippage of Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
So for those
You
of you
said
who don't-
slippage, brother, and I was like, where is he going with this? What in the hell is Timo about to talk about? But all right, go ahead.
So anyways, bro put on, so he had his pro day the other day. For those of you who don't know, he put on 9 pounds. He's up to 323, and he did not run the 40, and he could not complete a pro workout. And that's a terrible look. And we know everything surrounding Jalen Carter right now. And if there's one thing we cannot measure in the NFL, that is stress. So bro's just been chilling around, stress eating, and not really been working like that because like I said the other day, these Georgia teams, they've seen enough pro days. I mean, that's one of the meccas of college football.
Yeah.
They are used to pro days. And so they know what workout's coming. And the pros, I mean, pro day is supposed to be your time to put on your best display to shine for these teams. And to not be able to be ready to complete something that you should be looking forward to as soon as your season's completed, if not before it, that's insane. That he is not able to finish that. And I'm saying right now, he could be a bust. It's not looking good for Carter and his stock.
Yeah. He's probably gonna fall in our next iteration of mock drafts.
Bus talk is a little crazy though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, bust is crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like
He was a college superstar on the best defense in the country.
Georgia defense players don't usually buzz. Like I feel like he may struggle a little bit at first, kind of like how Jordan Davis did, where he was kind of hurt a lot because he has so much weight on him. But if he goes, especially if he goes to a good team, don't let him go to the Patriots. I'm praying. Because the Patriots are going to turn that motherfucker into the GOAT, son. You know how that team rolls. And Sid will be in shambles.
I can't wait till Bill Belichick is out of there. I cannot wait.
Shout out Juju Smith.
But I don't see a bust. He could obviously anything's possible, and I feel like saying he has work ethic issues is going too far considering what he's been dealing with here recently. Just chalking it up to work ethic issues, I feel like is a cop out. But it's obvious that he wasn't conditioning, he wasn't working out, and because I assume he's probably still on a similar eating regimen, and he wasn't working out at all. And that's obvious considering he wasn't able to finish a pro workout. So
Yeah.
The stress of literally killing somebody has got to be pretty crazy.
Okay.
Whoa.
Let's all right. All right. Hey,
Jesus.
Let's not mix up facts here. He did not kill anybody. Confirmed.
So he's not.
He didn't.
But like still, like
He did not kill anybody.
yeah, but like still.
What do you mean, but like?
What about still? That's crazy.
Did he like I don't know the facts. I'm not looking at that shit. Did he like almost kill somebody?
No, he wasn't even close to killing somebody.
Oh
Fact
shit.
It wasn't his fault.
They were street racing.
Oh what? Who does he think he's Vin Diesel? Who let bro cook?
He was street racing, and in the other car was a Georgia O lineman
Vin Diesel.
and a Georgia staffer, and the staffer was driving, and her blood alcohol content was a .197, and they left the motorway, struck a tree and several light poles. No. Struck a light pole and quote unquote several trees.
Like Mario Kart.
Damn.
Yeah.
Alcoholics don't run in my family. They drive, baby. Keep it up.
All right. The staffer and the O lineman both passed.
Oh, they died?
Yes. That's what this whole thing has been about.
Damn. Shout out Jalen Carter.
That's what this whole thing has been about. So one of them passed on scene, the other passed en route to the hospital or at the hospital.
Don't drink and drive, baby.
Yes.
Look, that's natural selection at its finest. I ain't gonna say nothing.
All right, bro. That's crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
Bro, drinking and driving, that is natural selection. Don't count. That's like being in a horror movie and you're like, holy shit, there's a trail of blood. Let me follow that shit real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucked up to say.
We're gonna have to do another take.
Scrap it.
Scrap this one. Jesus.
He's a goat. Don't hate on Ish Wainwright. Dog.
Who?
Ish Wainwright. Suns legend.
Oh. But yeah, that's what went down with that. And so the reason why Jalen Carter's in trouble is because he lied about his whereabouts in three different times.
Yeah. He
Don't lie to the cops, man. That's just the worst thing you could do, bro. Most of the times don't understand.
The worst thing you can do, Chris?
Not literally the worst thing you can do. Like, you could kill somebody. But lying to them, just don't do it. Unless you're like, never mind.
Unless you're
I can't say
completely
that on the pod.
guilty.
Yeah, unless you're like trying to hide a murder, just don't lie. Like,
Unless you're Joe Goldberg, don't lie to police.
like just don't count.
Yeah. Just don't lie.
Lying is bad for you. It's a sin in the Bible.
Okay.
It's crazy coming from Chris.
But let's get to it.
That is crazy coming from
Crazy too. All right, let's get into football.
I was like, unless you've been under a rock.
Yeah.
Free agency starts.
Lots of football that we've already covered and we get to cover again. So
Yay.
Good for us.
Cruz, start us off, man. I'm gonna let you look it up this
Has
time.
anything new happened since the other day?
Yeah, a lot's happened.
Like a lot?
So the Bills ain't done much. Kyle Allen, like
Goat.
GOAT.
No relation to Josh Allen. by
Connor
the way.
McGovern. He's like, I guess, like at best. Matt Milano got an extension. They re-signed another linebacker who, I mean, if I don't know his name, he ain't good. Dane Jackson.
What's the linebacker's name, Crew?
Tyler Matz. I don't know how to pronounce that shit.
Tyler Netzak. Is that you?
Tyler Matsevich.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Jordan Poyer got a big. It's like $10 million, I think, 2 years. But Wyatt Dunn was not happy about that one. And he also got a new punter in Sam Martin. Y'all want to do grades for these, or do y'all want to just like?
Bills right then, C minus.
Yeah, I'm giving them a C. Like, I'm honestly giving them a D plus. But like, you let Tremaine Edmonds walk.
To sign Matt Milano.
Yeah,
re-sign
which I mean, Matt
Milano's a dirty player, by the way.
but he is better than Tremaine Edmonds.
Oh,
but,
I don't think
he's
so.
salty.
but no,
I mean, he's salty. He's literally he's actually a dirty player.
Matt Milano is better than Tremaine Edmonds.
I don't
yeah.
think so.
No, the
He's
reason
an
I'm
all-pro.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But to give this, the reason
He
I'm
just
giving
hates
this-
Matt Milano.
The reason I'm giving this a D plus.
No, I think Tremaine Edmonds is genuinely better than Matt Milano. Truly.
Yeah, but the reason I'm giving this a D
Yeah.
plus is
Yeah,
that they've
this guy's
fallen
wrong.
short the last 2 years, and they have to make a move this offseason because every team in that AFC is going to keep getting better, and they've just kind
Well,
of.
except for the Chiefs, but the Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes.
The Chiefs are going to get better
Bro,
next
get
year.
the dick out of your
The
mouth.
Chiefs
We're not
are-
even.
dude.
This is completely unrelated. It's completely
No,
unrelated.
because let's talk about it.
It's completely
Let's talk about it.
unrelated.
Travis Kelce was right. Bunch of dumbasses
do you see what I
wrote
had
them
to deal
off.
with?
They wrote them off. Did they not?
They did write him off. They said
did write him
And
off.
Patrick Mahomes said, "Fuck that noise."
MVP.
Josh Allen cannot
Okay.
do that.
Super Bowl.
That's what we're talking about.
That's not. That
We're
really
talking
is
about
unrelated.
football.
Literally
We're
unrelated.
being sports
Literally
analysts. We're
unrelated.
talking about football.
We're talking about.
We're
the
talking
Bills
about
being
that. The Bills have to make that move. The Bills have to make that move because they don't have Patrick Mahomes. It's that simple.
Every team has to make that move because they don't have Patrick Mahomes.
It's that simple.
I'm saying, but why are you?
He said it. He said it. Call him a dick rider. Call him a dick rider. He said it too. He said it too. Call him a dick rider. Call him a dick rider right now. He said it too.
So the Bills got a D
All right,
plus.
Jesus Christ.
So Timo, what's your grade on him? Because I gave him a D plus.
You know,
He gave him a C minus.
once.
What'd you give him? What'd you get the Bills?
Fuck a D.
Like a D. Yeah, I mean, like
Would they lose? So to move, like, I'm trying to think about who they lost.
They lose Tremaine
Tremaine
Edmonds. They
Edmonds.
paid
Tremaine Edmonds
a
and
really
Nate-
old
Nate
Jordan
Davis.
Poyer.
Yeah.
yeah. No, yeah, I think he where was Nate Davis at? Was he at the Bills?
Nate Davis? I don't know.
The guard.
No, he was at the Titans.
Okay.
All right. Well, yeah, like
I said C minus.
like a D plus, C minus.
Me and Timo on agreement. But to the
Or
get
just like a
wicked.
D.
Finna get
Well,
wicked.
no, that'd be worse than a D plus. D plus.
so on to the Dolphins. Mike White, new franchise QB. Tua steps
Best
to
one on the
side.
roster. Best one on the roster.
Miles Gaskin, Raheem Mostert, and Jeff Wilson all came back. All three running backs they had last year. They're going to have the same run game. Braxton Berrios, sneaky good pickup. Good slot guy, can block really well. Eric Saubert,
And the kick returner. Tight end from the Broncos.
yeah, I mean,
He fits our scheme better.
Dan Feeney,
Then Hunter Long. Goat.
Yeah.
Hunter Goat,
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hunter
You
Long-
fucked that.
Hunter-
You fucked that one up.
Hunter Long got his Jalen Ramsey.
David Long, A+ signing right there.
Facts. Fire.
Duke Riley, Nick Needham came back. Jalen Ramsey got traded for. Deshaun Elliott's trash.
A fucking paperclip.
Yeah.
No, they got Jalen Ramsey for nothing. And
Hunter Long is literally in the deal.
well, we don't know about that yet.
Hey, let's talk about Hunter Long and Nate Shepard. So if Hunter Long ends up having I'd
top
say if he
32,
has
top
500
32.
yards and like 4 touchdowns, I feel like Nate is a fucking Nate's a guru.
Pick his Powerball numbers because that man is a goonie.
Yeah, a goon. He caught, as soon as the trade broke, he was on.
He was like, he's gonna have a top 32 fantasy season. Like,
Which, I mean, that's not really saying much for a tight end because, like, a top 32 season as a tight end is like you catch one pass and a touchdown.
well, the top.
Yeah.
Because after the top one, it's really. Yeah, it's literally Travis Kelce, or you'd have the second to 15th
Mark
best
Andrews.
tight end.
you got like
So,
Mark
wait,
Andrews.
so what y'all think about the Dolphins' grade? I'm gonna give them like
Mine's at least an A minus.
if you give
This
them if you
fucking-
include the Jalen Ramsey in the free agency,
Is
it's
it
an A.
not fucking? We literally upgraded on linebacker.
I had like an A minus.
Yeah, I gave him a B plus
I'll give you an A minus.
just because I wish they would. I wish
That's such hater shit. This guy.
I wish they did more with O line.
Oh, I'm gonna say it for everything.
Yeah, we should have done. Well,
It's Hayden City.
our logic with that is probably that Austin Jackson was hurt all year, and we dealt with other injuries. So I feel
John
like they
Armstead
probably
missed some time.
see that when, they probably see that if we're fully healthy, then our offensive line is good enough.
The thing about that is though, you have to even if they're hurt or not, you got to pick up guys because you got to protect the quarterback that had 3 concussions at the season.
I know.
So they're gonna get a B plus from me.
2 concussions.
Whatever you want to say. Timo gave him an A minus.
Where's Will Smith?
Or it was I got a B plus. He gave him at least an A minus, and
Apparently, we're talking about going and getting Jonah Williams, but
he's trash. 12 sacks last year and giving up.
oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know. Maybe we can draft Darnell Wright. He'll probably be available in the 4th.
Yeah.
According to Nolan, you might get him into 7th.
Yeah, it's the 10th best.
He might be undrafted.
This is the 10th best O lineman. But
I'm not explaining myself again on that.
so who's next?
The Patriots signed James Robinson. That's a sneaky good deal.
That's solid.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Even though they already have the GOAT Ramondre.
Yo, they said. By the way, they just said fuck Jacoby Myers, but they got Mike Gesicki. That's a good pickup. Because they did trade Jonnu Smith. He is gone. He is no longer on that roster. But we'll get into that in a minute. James Fernrens, an offensive guard. They got Calvin Anderson, Riley Reef.
Why would they do that? They got Cole Strange.
Daniel. They re-signed. Jesus Christ, they re-signed everybody. They re-signed like 3 linebackers and a defensive tackle. Matt Wilson and Raekwon McMillan's probably the biggest 2 there. I'm tripping. Jonathan Jones, dog. He turned out money to go back to the Patriots. That's a good pickup. Jabril Peppers, he's alright. He's kind of old though.
Jonathan Jones will probably end up regretting that.
Yeah, no, he's gonna regret that hella. But
Yeah, you go get your money when you're young. You take pay cuts when you're old.
yeah, but I mean, I guess because you know how them Patriots. Look at J.C. Jackson. You know how them Patriots corners turn out when they leave.
Corners eat.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's a little jab at Nolan, but.
Jabbing me because his fucking foot gave out.
I'm gonna give the Patriots a B. Like, you know, it's the Patriots. They're gonna sign a bunch of solid dudes. They're never gonna get a superstar. They're just gonna have a bunch of good dudes. They're gonna win like 10 games next year.
Yeah, whatever average is. So like
B.
Yeah,
Because
I would say straight B.
Because if you give the Bills a C minus, they're way over.
Like they did what they were supposed to.
Yeah. I mean, I'd still rather them go get D-Hop because then it's an A plus. Because they solved a lot.
I would say it's an A plus to go in and get D Hop. We haven't seen him. We don't know if D Hop is still D Hop.
9 games, 5 were without Kyler, had 700 yards.
I mean, I'm just saying, like
He was on pace to
we don't know if D
shatter
Hop is
14.
D Hop.
Yeah, but then you got Mac Jones.
And you're going to be in a
Bailey Zappi
Patriots
coming.
offense with Mac Jones.
Yeah.
The Colts offense with Colt McCoy for 5 of those games.
Bro, I'm just saying.
But regardless. So wait, Seaman, what'd you give him? I gave him a B. He gave him a B.
Let me do C plus.
C plus.
I said B.
They just did what the Patriots do, man.
Yeah.
And this is what makes just a little rant right here. This
I mean,
is what
I
makes a good
would have been
organization.
I would have been a little less run it back with the Patriots, but
The thing is, this is what good organizations do. If you ever look, good organizations build in the trenches. They're always gonna have a good like the Patriots are never gonna have a bad O line. They're always gonna have a solid D line.
not with Cole Strange there.
Shout out.
Cole Strange was a mauler.
Was it really?
He
Dude,
wasn't
Cole
that
Strange
bad.
was a fucking mauler. Like he was good.
No way.
He dipped off at the second half, but in the first half, he was like a top what? Like
He was mauling, bro.
He was dogging
He was
people.
serious. That was a hit. Like that was a fucking
and we
hit.
clowned
That's
the
the
fuck
Patriots
out of
way.
it for that.
That's the
Of course
Patriots
we
way.
did, but that's the Patriot way, I guess.
So on to the Jets. Fuck Aaron Rodgers, but Alan Lazard, 4 years, $44 million, overpay. He got the
You
same.
leave
He
him
got
alone.
$11 million a year. I want to say that's an overpay. in
You
the
leave
current
him
market.
alone.
Alan Lazard.
Juju got 11. As
Yeah,
well.
that's now that I feel like is an overpay. I think Alan Lazard's better than Juju Smith-Schuster.
He's a tier.
Jacoby Myers got 11.
I'd say that's about right.
You think Alan Lazard's better than Jacoby?
That's not. I said that's. I think that's about
Same,
right.
they
I
make
feel
the
like
same
they're on the
money,
same.
so
I feel
okay.
like they're on the same tier.
Wet. No, you're
I
trying.
think Jacoby's better than Allen.
Oh yeah, I think he's a little bit better than Alan Lazard, but I think he's more skilled. But I think
By
Alan
far,
Lazard's
crazy.
height and pin and like high ball ability makes him, closes the gap.
I don't know what bro did to the. I don't know what Jacoby did to the Patriots, but they did not want bro back.
He must have fucked Bill Belichick's wife or something.
Probably had to.
Shout out.
But to the Jets, Wes Schweister, I mean, it's whatever. Solomon Thomas re-signed. Quincy Williams re-signed. Chuck Clark, they traded for him for a 7th round pick. That's a W. Greg Zerlin and Thomas Morstead, they just picked up 2 special teams dudes. Look, I don't even feel comfortable grading this until Aaron Rodgers is here.
Yeah.
But, like, for right now,
Because you get Aaron Rodgers, then it's like an A minus.
right now I'm giving them a C minus because they have been held hostage by somebody who's demanding Mercedes Lewis
And
be
Randall Cobb.
rostered. Randall Cobb. Steven, what'd you say about Randall Cobb the other day whenever we were
He
recording?
got some dirt on him. He got some
Randall
dirt on him.
Cobb must have some all-time dirt on Aaron Rodgers. For every roster that Aaron Rodgers is part of, he's like, bro, I need Randall Cobb. Like, I don't care
need
what else
Randall
we
Cobb.
do.
Randall Cobb
I don't
is
care.
what wins
Trade
this.
Devontae Adams as long as we can get as long as we can get Randall Cobb on this roster.
Pay Randall more.
Yeah.
Insanity. But
Randall the Vandal.
Yeah, for me it's a C minus. Until Aaron Rodgers' deal was done, they've been held hostage by a diva, somebody who is just clearly out of it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'll give him a C plus.
If I'm grading
Yeah,
it
that's
as
what I was
is,
gonna say, C
if I'm grading it as is, it's just a straight C. Like for what.
But
they've
even
done
if
so
they
far.
go out and get Aaron Rodgers, if they give Aaron Rodgers 2 firsts and $50 million, it doesn't make it no better to me.
If they get Aaron Rodgers, it does make it better. I don't
For
care
2
what-
firsts and $50 million?
And if they win a Super Bowl, who cares about them first?
Right now, the current deal is they wouldn't even give up a first. It would be their second round pick this year.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That's an A plus.
That's better, yeah.
That's
But
a
if they
lot
end
better.
up giving up 2 firsts and $50 million, bro, as soon as
And
Aaron
Elijah
Rodgers
Moore.
retires, they're going to be poverty
And
again
Elijah Moore to replace him with
for another
Randall Cobb.
40 years.
What do you think them 2 firsts are going to be worth with Aaron Rodgers on a Jets team that was just missing a quarterback last year?
Bro, what I'm saying is that 2 firsts and $50 million for... I don't even think that team would be good enough to win a Super Bowl even with Aaron Rodgers on it. Truly. He's had better teams than Green Bay.
Yeah, and plus they're a little bit more than a quarterback away. They need an offensive tackle pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
They need.
Their line still needs help.
Yeah, they probably just need another
Like, I don't like
good linebacker.
healthy
Besides
to it. That team with Aaron Rodgers isn't better than the Dolphins. Like through and through, top to bottom.
I don't know that defense.
Get off his dick.
I mean, he literally had a better year than Aaron Rodgers and only played 12 games. So
Here we go.
did he not?
Aaron
But he
Rodgers-
only played 12
Aaron
games.
Rodgers was
so.
missing a finger all year.
Bro, he on his non-throwing hand.
Here we go. Whatever. So now that we're done with the AFC East, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do y'all think won that division? Now, who do y'all think
Like,
mean,
won the offseason so far?
had the best just offseason so far?
Oh, the Dolphins.
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 It had to be the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I feel like that's undebatable. They're the only ones who's actually done shit.
These are the only ones who've added.
So on to the AFC North. You might as well skip the Ravens.
Ravens
Justice
ain't done
Hill,
the damn thing.
Trayvon Mullen, and Geno Stone.
Yeah, bro.
This
We don't
this
care.
offseason is an F minus so far for
It's
them.
an F.
Yeah.
It's a dude. It's a Z.
They're letting
It's a
their
Z.
unanimous.
It's a Z.
They're letting their unanimous MVP.
There was and they sleeping.
They sleeping on their former MVP.
Yeah, they're letting their unanimous MVP sit out there.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
I don't know. Does
Okay,
he really
maybe not
deserve
an
a
F minus because they are not
A Z.
currently
Yeah,
overpaying him like Deshaun Watson was, but the highest I think you can give him is a D.
Fine, I'll
Yeah,
give you a
it's
W.
not-
I'll give you a W.
It's not a good
I don't think
one.
they can do anything that would save this offseason either, unless they fucking just.
Unless they get Lamar on like fucking like Daniel Jones money, then they are just.
They should trade Mark Andrews to
Which
LA.
is insane that we have to save Daniel Jones money.
We're not
by
getting
the
back
way.
into this argument.
We probably shouldn't, but.
Shout out Geno Stone. So yeah, that's a D. So I mean, the Bengals. I mean, they really haven't done shit either. I mean, besides Orlando Brown, they just brought back guys.
Y'all see Orlando Brown got offered $24 million by the Chiefs last year for like a 6-year deal and then declined it and then took $16 million with the Bengals?
He pulled a Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Shout out Dennis Schroeder.
The Lakers would be
I did the
uber
whistle.
fucked right now if they'd have kept Dennis Schroeder on that deal.
No
by the
cap.
way.
But I mean, Dennis is pretty good.
He's not $20 million good.
It was 16 million.
It was 84 over 4, bro.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it was 84 over 4.
$21 million for
But yeah,
Mm,
Dennis Schroeder.
they got Jermaine back on a fucking
For a Nazi.
steal.
Yeah, Jermaine Pratt was.
And I mean, you have to get somebody for Joe Burrow.
But now that makes me think if they're going to retain Logan Wilson next year. Because Logan Wilson is a dog.
Retaining is going to be very hard for them because they got Pratt, Wilson, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Joey Burrow.
Joe Burrow's contract is coming
They
up.
got a lot of guys to re-sign. I feel like you just can't pay T. Higgins.
I mean, there's got to be an odd man out, and I doubt they see. Joe Burrow's obviously not the odd man out.
Jamar
Jamar
is
Chase
the odd man.
obviously ain't the odd
Obviously,
man
it's not the odd man
So
out.
is T. Higgins is just going to get the axe.
I mean, Jesse Bates has already been an odd man out. I mean,
Yeah. T. Higgins is the Lamar Jackson to Jamar Chase's Deshaun Watson, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. Lamar Jackson is going to pay for the sins of Jamar Chase, basically.
Yep. So, I mean, I think you just give him a B. I mean, they brought in Orlando Brown. Maybe an A. Maybe an A minus.
I say B minus.
Orlando Brown's pretty big. They went from Jonah Williams.
Brown is good, but like
I feel like you're really hating on Jonah Williams.
Jonah Williams is terrible. He's better.
Jonah
He would
Williams
be
had
better
a
as a
bad
guard.
year. Jonah
He had a
Williams
bad
year.
He's always had a bad year. He's bad. He's just bad at football. So yeah,
You get out there and block, then, crew.
I bet you I'll let up 12 sacks. But so I'm not 6'4", but yeah, I'm gonna give him a B.
Stand your money, crew. How tall are you?
B minus. Yeah. B minus feels right for the Bengals.
Because compare it to the Patriots offseason.
Now, what if they pick up Cardinal?
Because they lost. We have to understand they lost Jesse Bates. We have to understand they lost Jesse Bates.
Lost Jesse Bates at Orlando Brown.
That is true. Bump him down to C.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, we can't put it.
Oh, yeah, you got to count losses, too.
Yeah.
Von Bell too.
Yeah.
And Samaje Perine.
C
Yeah,
flat.
it's really. Yeah, thanks for reminding me of that. It's a C.
Yeah, I forgot about Von Bell and Jesse Bates.
He ain't gonna forget about Von Bell in just a few minutes.
Yeah, boy, I got shit.
Sid will never forget Samaje Perine. Because of fantasy.
He saved me in fantasy for a few weeks, by the
He
way.
killed Sid in fantasy. This shit was so funny.
But on to the Cleveland Browns, who in free agency have won this entire division. Jordan Akins, Ethan Pochich, good center. Ugbo Akarango, I don't know how to say his name, but he's a dog. Yep. Pretty good at run defense. Tristan Hill, Maurice Hurst, Dalvin Tomlinson is a good pickup. Dog pickup. Sion Taki.
I think they also got Larry.
Taki, or however you say his name.
They also got Larry Ogunjobi.
And they got Juan Thornhill. Like, that's just a good. They just got D-line help. They got safety help.
A little bit of
they cut John Johnson, but he had a down year anyway. So I'm giving him
John Johnson. If you can hear me, please come to LA. We don't have a safety. He fucking retired.
I'm gonna give him a B+. Easy.
Bro, Eric Little's been gone for a couple years.
B+. Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing crazy, but no significant losses.
Have they lost anybody? The Browns?
John Johnson.
John Johnson, but
That's it. Greedy Williams.
Oh yeah,
Greedy Williams.
But
where did he go?
I give it like a B. I give it like a B plus, maybe.
I give him a B+.
I could say B.
B plus.
I would say B.
If I can go in between a B plus and a B, somewhere
two of your better secondary players.
like 83 or something like that.
It's just been run defense, and now they just had two good run defenders.
All right, who's next on this list?
And now it's just Denzel Ward.
The Pittsburgh Steelers, shout out Mike Baisden.
Facts.
They signed Nate Herbig. He's a guard. He can't be too good. I ain't never heard of him. They added today, actually, Isaac Samalu. He's the guy from Philly.
That's a good guard.
He's a pretty good guard. That's actually going to help them out a bunch.
That makes it even worse for Philly because one of their, was it Netane Moody that got busted for?
Yep.
It was Netane Moody?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Or was it a white guy? It was one of their guards. They just lost a guard. Jason Kelsey's probably out next year.
For sure.
Lane Johnson's old as shit.
Yep.
I'm telling you, bro.
Andre Dillard left.
I'm telling you, bro. They're gonna end up paying Jalen Hurts $50 million, and that team's gonna be down to shitter.
The Eagles for real
They
packed
kind of
it
are
in.
down the shitter.
They for real packed it in all for one season.
No. They'll still be decent, but they're not. I don't think they're gonna make
But
go back to the
lost
Cowboys.
Cowboys
so
probably win
much.
that division unless like something hits the fan.
I mean, can we? Dak Prescott is just a black Kirk Cousins.
That's a crazy statement.
Is it a wrong statement? Is it a wrong statement?
To be honest, I'd rather
He's
have
more mobile.
I'd rather have Kirk.
He's more mobile.
You'd rather have Kirk?
Kirk's not going to turn the ball over like that. At one point
I'd
during the
rather have
season,
Kirk.
had 21 touchdowns and 2 picks.
I'd rather have Kirk.
It's not a race thing, I swear.
It's not a race thing, I promise.
It's not a race
But-
thing, we swear.
Back to the Steelers. They re-signed Larry Ogunjobi.
Ogunjobi, yeah.
Yeah, he's solid. They signed Cole Holcomb
Cole Holcomb.
UNC legend.
Facts. Cole Holcomb's, he's good.
and Landon Roberts and Patrick motherfucking Peterson, baby.
What's it, Landon Roberts' contract, or was it Samson and Bucum? What's his contract?
There's no details.
Okay, so it's Samson and Bucum. We'll get to that. But
Yeah.
Landon
Steelers-
Roberts, he came from Miami. He's a solid
Steelers is a
guy.
B-. They added a guard. That's solid.
Cam Sutton.
Yeah, they lost Cam Sutton, but Patrick Peterson,
They got
Patrick
Peterson a better corner.
I'll tell you, man.
older corner.
The Steelers, they better find a way to get it done because that defense is almost past its expiration date.
TJ Watt is like what, like 28, 27?
28.
He's
Almost
older.
29. He might be 29.
Cam Hayward's about to retire.
Yeah, but here's that again. Back
No
to what
linebackers, no young
Let's
secondary
sign Cole
pieces. Bro, but it's Cole Holcomb. Like Cole Holcomb,
He's had like over 100 tackles the past couple
because
years.
he's played on the dog shit ass Commanders. He's a good linebacker. He's solid, but I'm saying he's mid tier and he's not going to be able to boost that linebacker core to be dominant. That's basically what I'm talking about.
I mean,
Like Steelers got worse even though they added
y'all wait
these
till
pieces.
Ryan Shazier comes back.
That's sad. I wish he would have come back. I know he probably couldn't, but shout out Ryan Shazier.
But back to what I was saying about the good. When we were talking about the Patriots and I was talking about good organizations, shout out to the Steelers. They are gonna find a way. Like that defense is never gonna be terrible. Like you know that.
It won't be terrible, but I'm saying eventually these guys are
losing their star.
They've got 2 first-round picks this year, 32 and 17. They're gonna get a corner. They're probably gonna get a tackle. Kenny Pickett. I mean, game manager 101.
Are they counting 32 this year as a first, or will it be a second?
Round 2, pick 1.
Round 2, pick 1. Okay, I'm making sure.
Yeah, it's round 2, pick 1. Like
Thanks, Miami. You made it confusing.
The Dolphins don't have a pick, so their first round pick is forfeited. So
We just skip it.
No, yeah, they just skip it.
Should have given the Chargers a compensatory pick.
Yeah, I'm going. It's just a C plus B minus type thing.
Yeah.
They added a guard. They replaced a corner. Everything for them depends on this draft because they have 3 picks in the top 64.
I feel like they got to do more.
They got to, in my opinion, they got to get like a guy like Derek Hall to learn behind Cam Hayward.
They've got to hit on the draft class. That's what they've got to do.
They've got to hit on this draft class because they've kind of not done very good in the last 2 with Najee and Kenny Pickett in the first 2 rounds. But the Steelers will find a way. They start off 1-6 what was it? No, they started off like 2-6 and they ended 9-8.
Something like that.
They're gonna find a way. Shout out Mike Tomlin, the best coach in football. Argue the wall.
We're giving the Steelers a grade.
Yeah.
Like
Like a C. I'm getting a C.
I'll give them C plus. I mean B minus C plus, like somewhere in there.
Yeah, right there.
So who had the best in the AFC North?
Browns, no question.
Bro, hold on. Mute real quick.
Anyways,
Brief intermission to scream at Timo.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
So on to the absolute worst division of football. No question. It's going to be the worst for about 2-3 more years. To the Texans. Wow.
whole lot of
mid. Case Keenum, Mike Boone, Noah Brown, Robert Woods. They just traded Brandon Cooks, Andrew Beck. They signed Larry Tunsil to a bad deal.
Larry Tunsil, yeah. Can we talk about Larry Tunsil being his own agent and being the highest paid offensive tackle again? in
Ultimate
football?
bag chaser.
He said he wanted to reset the tackle market. Bro got $25 million a year, 3 years, 75.
Yeah, reset the tackle market made it fucking terrible.
I feel like he just held the Texans at gunpoint. Like, he knows they have money. He knows that they're about to bring in this young quarterback, so he knows his position is of high value.
I will give the Texans a lot of respect this offseason by bringing Tunsil back and not trading him away and getting like jumpy with it and bringing in Shaq Mason. They're going. At least they're trying to protect Bryce Young whenever they eventually get him.
The left side of the line is looking really
Nah,
good.
because the left guard is going to be Kenyon Green.
Shaq Mason plays left guard, don't he?
No, they're probably going to put him at right. Kenyon Green plays left.
Didn't Kenyon Green
Green's
play
fine.
right guard all year?
No, he played left guard all year. I'm pretty
Kenyon
sure.
Green was still good, though, wasn't he?
No, he was terrible all year.
Really?
He was getting dogged.
Oh,
But I
man,
mean,
had him so
he's
high
a rookie
last
offensive
draft.
lineman, so you're going to have to give him a little bit
I
more
was high.
time.
I was high on him.
But they also brought in the worst graded center in football last year. For some reason, they paid him.
Nice.
Chase Winovich, who's, trash. Let's be real. Sheldon Rankings.
Not
He's an improvement. Hassan Ridgeway. Congrats.
You better say Reddick.
Tavier Thomas, a whole bunch of mid. MJ Stewart, and the actually good signing they had in Jimmy Ward, who's probably going to play nickel for them and is going to eat. That secondary is going to be top 10 next year.
That's a good secondary.
I'm giving them a B for protecting their quarterback and getting some actual help on defense.
For how bad the Texans were, you have to look at it in relativity. I'm giving that a B+.
Yeah.
I'll go B minus. I weren't like wowed about it when you consider the amount of money they had. But
Well, you
I
gotta
guess
think
at the same time, you got to have guys to want to play for the Texans. But
Exactly. And that Tunsil deal is only 3 years, so, like,
He was like, "You're gonna need somebody
it's
to
a
protect
shitty
him."
deal now, but by the time
23 or it's done.
by the time
Larry Tunsil walked in with a ski mask and said, "Put the money in the bag."
Yeah, exactly. But by the time they're good enough to compete, he'll be on a new deal, if that makes sense. So I don't hate that so much for them.
So on to the poverty Colts. Gardner Minshew. I mean, I guess, right?
Good backup. Just a good backup.
Is a good backup, and in case they draft Will Levis, he'll be the eventual starter because Will Levis is trash. But they had an Ashton Dolan, Taven Bryan, Samson Ibukam.
Wait, what game? What team is this?
Colts.
Colts.
Taekwon Lewis,
I think they
EJ
drafted Anthony
Speed.
Richardson before did Will Levis.
And it's sad. It's really sad to say that their best signing was Matt Gay.
Well, Samson.
Oh, yeah, I said that the other
Because
day.
wait. Read out. Did it say Samson Ibukam's contract?
3 years, $27 million.
Yeah, he got $9 million. That's a fucking. I'm sorry, Samson. I love Samson, but that's overpay as shit. Like I would have been really upset if the Dolphins gave him that kind of money. Like extremely upset.
I'm giving him like a C- type. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a C. It's honestly a D plus. All that money they had, and they traded Stephon Gilmore for nothing. They haven't added another wide receiver for the eventual quarterback they're about to take. The O line is getting worse. They're shopping Ryan Kelly as we speak.
Name me a corner besides Kenny Moore.
I could not tell you.
Exactly.
and Rocky Sin's on free agency. Yannick Ngakoue is on free agency.
Yeah, they're losing everything, and
They're going. It's like they're going into a full rebuild, but their plan is to take a quarterback, which is never what you do.
Nope.
But shout out to the poverty Colts. They're going to be at the bottom of this division next year. They're going to be at the bottom of the division the year after that.
I'm gonna give him a D just because I know they're gonna fuck up their pick.
Oh, for sure.
And that's the 12-win Colts, Timo. That was the 12-win Colts.
That's right.
This is what they
This is
amounted
what
to.
3 years ago?
No, it wasn't 3 years ago.
2?
We were recording.
It was 2020 when they went.
No.
No, it was 2021. It was 2021.
No, bro,
Yeah,
no, bro.
it's
We're
been
talking
2
about.
years.
we're
It's
talking
2
about
years ago.
Nolan's- we're
Been
talking
2 years
about
ago.
Nolan's prediction.
I said that the Colts were gonna win 12 games.
Yeah, that's on you at that point.
That was 2 years ago.
Oh, that was 2
I
years
figured they'd
ago.
be better. I figured
I think they went 9-8.
But on to the Jags, who have also been very quiet. CJ Beathard. I mean,
Beathard, but yeah.
congrats. Evan Ingram on a non-exclusive tag, so he'll definitely be
Shit for
back.
me timbers.
Roy Robertson Harris, 3-year, $30 million extension. Trey Herndon. They got rid of Shaq Griffin, but he was kind of washed anyway.
And
And
Griffin was good for them last year.
he was all right. And then they re-signed Andrew Wingard. I mean, the biggest thing for them was just getting Calvin Ridley reinstated.
Facts.
Yeah.
So, they also lost Jawan Taylor, so I'm honestly going to give this a C. The O-line got worse. You got to protect the quarterback. The secondary got a little bit worse.
I'm gonna go C+.
So I'm going to give them a C.
I'm going to C-.
give him a
That's a
C.
team that. Well, really. Hold on.
The
If
team's
I'm
young,
looking
man.
at it, no. If I'm looking at it, this is D+. I don't know what kind of money they had to work with. Not a lot. Well, I feel like I don't know. I would have made moves to try to. You're a young team and you made the playoffs last year. The division is wide open for the taking. They'll still probably take it just from
They gotta
being
be
younger and all that in the draft classes they've had in the past. I would have got Evan Ingram on a deal for a couple years after the year he just had. I wouldn't have put him on a tag, not a non-exclusive. I don't know what kind of money bro was asking for, but I'd have had to have Evan Ingram locked up. He was your best weapon last year down the stretch.
He's like,
Yeah.
I'm Travis Kelce. Well, you
That's
better
like a
pay me.
D+. You could have done more for that team. I don't know what you could have done, but
They should have been a little more aggressive.
yeah.
They are, however, in the C.J. Gardner-Johnson sweepstakes. So if they get him, I'm moving back. I'm moving it from a C to a B-. But on to, who's next? The Tennessee Titans. Nick Westbrook
Kine.
Akine.
Resign.
Congrats, I guess. Andre Dillard, that's a good signing. He'll probably play. It depends on what they go in the
That
draft.
was a re-sign, but yeah.
Yeah, if they get Andre Dillard, they got him. It depends on what they go in the draft. He's either going to play left guard or left tackle. Daniel Brunskill.
Brewski?
No, his name is literally Brunskill. I don't know who that is, but shout out him. Arden Key. Aziz Al-Shair, which is a really good pickup.
He's a really good pickup. I'm very
His
upset
contract isn't out yet. And then shout out Morgan Cox, long snapper. But this one, I mean, what could you really have done? They've blown up this team, which they needed to do, to be fair. But I'm going to give them a C+ just because Ryan Tannehill's still on the roster. We've seen how far Ryan Tannehill can carry this team. And you got to do something.
Malik Willis was a flop.
They cut Luwan. They cut Ben Jones. The O-line somehow got worse despite signing Andre Dillard, who's really good. So, yeah, it's just a C+ for me.
It's trouble. You to see.
Yeah, bump it down to a C. And they still got King Henry, who's washed.
C minus.
I wouldn't say bro is washed, but he's on the way.
He's nowhere near what he used to be.
He still had 1,300 yards and 15 touchdowns. But he's going to start declining rapidly because of how big he is in his age. But
So who y'all think won that division? It's sad that I'm gonna say the Texans because they signed a whole lot of mid.
Yeah, everybody else.
A whole lot of mid. Everybody else.
I would probably say the Texans. I do. I
Yeah.
mean, I still think the Jaguars got better just simply because the Jaguars they're just young and they just need time. So I still think the Jaguars got better, but
Calvin Ridley.
the Texans got better on paper.
This whole division is full of poverty, by the way.
Oh no! In a few years, the Jaguars are going to rail that division, similar to what the Patriots did to
This
the
year.
AFC East for 20 years.
It's gonna be. It
I'm
started
talking
last
about.
year.
I'm talking about as soon as Trevor Lawrence establishes himself as a franchise guy, like a true franchise guy.
Whoa.
I think
No,
Trevor-
not. Hold on.
I know
As
what
in,
you're
like,
saying. I know what you're
like consistently every year performing at a
Well,
top.
Trevor's already in my top 10.
But I'm saying doing that every year, no matter
Top
what.
7.
Yeah.
I'm saying doing that every year, no matter what.
Like-
top 7 at least.
I think we're in there now. Like, I think next year you'll. Like,
Well, then,
Trevor's gonna be-
what I'm saying is, whenever we start getting to that, this team is going to murder this division for years, at least 5 years, if not longer.
I think this division is going to be the Jaguars division as long as Trevor Lawrence is a Jaguar. Unless one of these teams has like a crazy.
Unless Bryce
It's like
Young,
Caleb Williams
Bryce Young
or
goes to
Bryce
Texans
Young
and
goes
then-
crazy. Yeah. But on to the AFC West.
Oh, yeah.
Unless anybody else wanted to say anything else about the
Oh,
poverty.
no.
No, they don't talk. Get away from them shit.
Move it
Don't
on.
talk about it.
We're about to get to some more poverty. Don't worry. We got the Chargers in here.
Eat my dick.
But we got the Broncos. They're bringing Jarrett Stidham. I mean, he's damn near about as good as Russ was last
I
year.
feel like you bring in. I can go ahead and name all the moves, and then I'm gonna sum it up.
Samaje Perine, he's pretty good until Javante gets back. Michael Burton, they got a fullback. Chris Manhertz, tight end. Ben Powers, really good signing. 4 years, 52. Maybe a little bit overpaid, but you kind of got to overpay. whenever you're-
13 mil for an elite guard. I don't think it's overpaid at all.
Mike McGlinchey, definitely overpaid. 3 years, 5 years, 87.5. I don't think
No,
he's
that's
that good.
underpaid. He's one of the best right tackles in the NFL.
Yeah, but 50 million guaranteed is kind of crazy.
He's a
Zach Allen, dog. I like that
thanks.
pickup. Alex Singleton, he's pretty good. And then Traymon Smith, I mean, it's just another
So
sign.
now you add all that.
To a already
Hold
team
on,
that
hold
already
on,
had a
hold on.
good
You
foundation.
add all that. You throw in Sean Payton,
This is
A
going to be
plus.
a 12-win team.
A plus.
A plus.
Say it's an A.
I get like, yeah.
I'll
like
say it's an A until we
A.
prove that Russ.
You have to understand
Yeah,
that's
Russ
all
is-
that
Russ
on
is
top
fluke.
of Sean Payton. So now you got your quarterback under control. His quarterback can focus on football because that's obviously what the
They
problem
lost
was last
Alex
year.
Singleton, didn't they? Or they re-signed
they picked him back
Oh,
up.
they re-signed him. I'm tripping. They lost. I know they lost to Sean Williams.
They're probably
Trying
about
to
to trade
think-
one
trying
of
to
the wide
think of anybody
receivers.
else.
I don't know why, but they're probably about to trade one of the wide receivers.
They want draft capital pretty bad.
They're not getting a first for them receivers. Not after. By the way, shout out. Have we gotten to the? No, we ain't gotten to the Cowboys yet. So I mean, but shout out to Brandon Cooks and the Cowboys and the Texans. Since we just covered the Texans, I'll say it for resetting the market on these wide receivers. Brandon Cooks just went for a 5th and 6th. Sorry, bud, not getting a first for Jerry Jeudy, or Cortland Sutton, and especially KJ Hamler.
Yeah.
I mean,
Now
you might
I'll
get
be
7
damned.
for
if
Hamler.
I'm the Broncos and I
I
see
might
that,
send you a Big Mac.
if I'm the Broncos and I see that, I'm just sitting on both of them.
Yeah, I mean, true. Or, I mean, at most right now they go at most like a 3rd or 4th.
I say like a 4th for Cortland Sutton sounds about right now.
I'm not giving up. If I'm the like, as a Panthers fan, I'm
Their
not
best
giving you
bet is to
39.
trade. Their best bet is to fish a second for Judy because of his youth.
I'm still
His
saying I'm not
route
giving you
running
39 if I'm the Panthers for Jerry Jeudy.
Well, but 39 is a little bit different from 54.
That's damn near.
You see what I'm saying? Like 39 is different from like 54. I'd give up 54 for Judy.
So, yeah, I would too. So on to the Chiefs, who should probably trade for Judy, but they won't be able to.
I would love that.
But they're not gonna be able to.
fucking mind.
I would love it. It's
That
in the
division
division.
shit.
It's not gonna happen.
So the Chiefs, they lost Orlando Brown, but they picked up Juwan Taylor. They got a guard who they re-signed, but he didn't start. So I mean, he's just like a filler guy.
They signed Drew Tranquil.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
Chiefs?
Chiefs, yeah.
It's not on this list.
He signed with him. He literally made an Instagram post that said hashtag Welcome to Chiefs Kingdom.
Shout out Drew Cranfield. Charles
Because we wouldn't pay him.
Ominhi or Minhu.
Charles Omenihu.
Yeah, he
He's
re-signed.
an edge, right?
He signed with him. Yeah. They released Frank
alright.
Clark, so he's that replacement. They got Tershawn Wharton and Mike Edwards. Just, it's Chiefs. They're just going to get a bunch of solid mid guys on defense.
Let's see. Just
So
enough
the
to pass by on
last few years
defense,
they've
and
been
then
building to the
offense is gonna be
draft,
elite.
and they've been hitting. So I think that's
Yeah,
what
they
they're going to
have.
try and do.
Dude,
again.
this defense, if they hit on the draft this year, this defense is... Because don't let Patrick Mahomes get an elite defense. Don't let it happen. Because he might win the Super Bowl. He might win his third.
Might win a Super Bowl every year if he got an elite defense.
And if Travis Kelce keeps this up. But this... I love Andy Reid, man. This is just a B signing. It's a B off season. They're just doing pretty Chiefs things.
Same thing we gave the Pats. I would grade that equally to the Pats, to be honest.
So like C.
C.
That's what we said average was. That's what you gave the Pats. You said the same thing.
I gave
B.
Pats a B.
Oh,
That's
B.
average. B is average.
What?
Still like
C's average.
it got Juwan Taylor lost.
I could see a C
They lost an All-Pro tackle.
Yeah,
pick
I
up
could
Juwan
see a
Taylor.
C plus B minus because you lose Frank Clark, you lose Orlando Brown, but you bring in a bunch of
Bunch of what?
younger guys, or not younger guys, but like
who?
depth,
Like,
more
what
depth
am I,
guys.
I'm not looking at anything that's.
Charles Aminu.
Drew Tranquil?
Drew Tranquil's a linebacker. He's going to play beside Nick Bolton.
That's actually not a bad. That's too solid.
I still say like C plus.
What's that guard's name?
Auto Gym.
Yeah, oh no. Yeah, what he just said.
Auto-Gym.
His name is Nick Allegretti.
Oh, Nick Allegretti?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he came from the Falcons. He's solid.
No, he re-signed.
Oh, he resigned? Yeah, he's solid. No, I'm saying like Nick Allegretti's all right. Like he's not all pro, but he's all right.
Said you got
Dude,
a license for all this
dude
meat
from
riding.
So
ATL
what?
2 seconds ago. He's
What'd
from
you say?
Atlanta 2 seconds
I
ago.
said you got a license for all this meat riding.
I guess.
Yeah. Whoa. All right.
Look, I'm just going to talk about it. This is the biggest poverty franchise in the whole fucking league.
Eat my
Fuck the
dick,
Raiders. No, the
crew.
Raiders. Fuck the Raiders, dude. How do they go from Derek Carr, top 14 quarterback, right? But he's kind of mid. But he's not going to win you a game, but he's going to keep you in game.
I would say he's
Top 14, top
Kirk
15.
Cousins with a few more turnovers.
Yeah. But with a bigger arm.
Like okay, let's establish something real quick. Kirk Cousins is the most average quarterback in NFL history.
Yeah, he's like 16 on the dot. But but unfortunately, we have a bunch of bad quarterbacks. In the
Like
NFL.
you know the NBA stat. What's the NBA stat for 15 is average?
Bruh.
Crew, I know you know the NBA stat I'm talking about.
6'6", 190 pounds.
No, it's a stat. Anything it's a 15-0-0 is like the NBA average.
Yeah.
Don't PR.
Do you know what? Huh?
You're not talking about PR, are you?
Yes, I am talking about PER.
Okay.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
Player
I'm not a-
efficiency rate. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
player
Yeah,
efficiency
Jokic
rating.
fans, then
So
it's
player efficiency rating
Dick riders.
15-0-0 is like league average. That is fucking
that's Kirk
Kirk
Cousins.
Cousins.
That's Kirk
Yes,
Cousins.
15-0-0.
So they bring in a worse quarterback in Jimmy Garoppolo. They
cut Derek Carr to sign Derek Carr.
they cut Derek Carr to sign Derek Carr essentially.
Yeah.
But they bring back Josh Jacobs on a non-exclusive tag, so you never want to have a running back on a tag. We've seen that happen before.
Well, I mean, eventually he's just going to leave. They're playing him on the tag until his legs give out, which is what happened to
Which is-
Le'Veon Bell.
Which is fucked up. But,
And then he's going to bait a trash team into giving him good money because he's probably going to pop off again unless he has an injury, and then that's going to be the end of that. But I mean, it's just how running backs are cycled now. They play on tags until their legs give out.
they signed another running back, Amir Abdullah.
Yeah.
They re-signed him technically. Jacob Johnson came back to fullback. Philip Dorsett. Jacoby Myers. Brandon Parker re-signed. Jeremy Tillery re-signed. Curtis Bolton re-signed. Robert Spillane signed.
Yeah.
Brandon Facion signed. Marcus Epps signed. That's a pretty good signing. But this team, the only reason I'm giving them a C- is that Josh McDaniels is still the head coach.
Yeah. Well, the Raiders, they had a
They
good.
lost Darren Waller too.
Yeah, and they lost Darren
They
Waller.
traded right down.
They had a good offseason though so far. Their problem is the draft.
trash.
Their problem, the Raiders' problem is the draft. It's always the draft. Of course they're trash.
Garbajo.
Of course they're trash.
Oh,
They're going to be terrible. They're probably going to go 0-6 in division play next year unless they knock the Chargers off because that seems to happen every year.
Yeah, that does seem to happen every year.
But
I wish it wasn't the case. But
they're.
and losing to the
Shout out
Broncos
Henry
and
Ruggs.
losing to the
I would
Broncos in week
say
18.
overall-
Losing to the Broncos in week 18 is
I would say overall, despite losing Jimmy G and despite losing Darren Waller, which I mean Darren Waller doesn't fit their timeline. I feel like this offseason was positive for their future. Obviously, they're going to be worse next year, but this
They're bad.
offseason was
They're
positive
bad.
for their future. Until they draft Jalen Carter in the first round and he ends up busting.
That's the only place I don't want him to go. Like legit. That's the only.
I mean, he fits the mold, and that's kind of fucked up to say.
he kind of
but
did the same thing Henry Ruggs did.
no,
No.
this is way different.
He was in a
Whoa,
scenario
this is
like that.
way
No.
like what
Jalen Carter was sober, and Jalen Carter didn't kill anybody.
C+.
I could give it a C+.
I'll give it a C.
I give it a C. It's actually a fucking Z, but you know.
So on to real poverty. The Chargers.
Hey, say now. Say.
Easton
say.
Stick, GOAT, I guess. Donald Parham,
Chicken parm.
Trey Pipkins, Morgan Fox, Eric Kendricks, J.K. Scott.
They brought dudes back,
They brought everybody back.
Eric Kendricks.
And
We're
they
about
lost
to
Drew
trade
Tranquill.
Austin Eckler for hopefully like a fourth or third. Or
A
some shit.
fourth? Like a sixth, bro. You're bugging.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't think
Eckler's
yeah,
not like that.
I mean, you might get a fourth.
You can get a fourth out of Austin
Higher than a
Eckler.
fourth.
You can definitely get a
But,
fourth out
but
of
couldn't
Austin.
get a
with
fourth
y'all
from
about to
Brandon
lose
Cooks.
Austin Eckler,
There's so many running backs in this class. I don't care.
you're bringing.
Bijan at 21.
Give me. I'm gonna have to say like D+.
How was that a D plus?
I agree.
How was that a D plus?
You
That's a
didn't
C.
get better.
That's a
You
C.
added no offensive
You
weapons for Justin Herbert.
You lose Drew Tranquill, you add Eric Kendricks. That's a small upgrade, but you didn't add anything else around him. All you did is re-sign, and you're about to lose Austin Eckler. And Brandon Staley's still your head coach. And like
It's a
that's
C.
like Brandon Staley
It's a
can
C.
be okay, but he's shown 2 years in a row that he fumbles the bag. He just fumbles. And I mean, maybe he redeems himself. You know, he's still young.
Like,
growing
he's got
pains.
this is a make or break year for Brandon.
Growing pains, I guess, but like you can't keep making the same mistakes. He makes the same mistakes. It's the definition of insanity.
I would like to apologize to K Future because the Thunder have came back on the Phoenix Suns as we speak.
Oh my God! We're
Shout out Cade.
It hasn't even been an hour since you said that.
NPS Raptor hater.
Oh
Yeah,
my
shout
God, that's
out.
beautiful. Kate's gonna love that. Kate is gonna love that. Yeah, y'all are actually about to lose. Holy shit!
You went, by the way, the Broncos won this division. Not even a question. Don't even ask me that shit.
Oh yeah, not even close. Not even close. They definitely won the offseason.
Oh yeah,
All right,
definitely a C though.
now we're going on to the NFC.
NFC East.
This one is definitely longer than the first one. Pause.
No, bro, you good. I mean, you a guest on the pod. I'm here weekly.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I just want to get you.
You said you knew
So
the
the
game,
Cowgirls-
young buck.
Whoa.
They bring in Cooper Rush, GOAT, Tony Pollard on the non-exclusive. They just traded for Brandon Cooks for pennies.
They're probably about to cut Ezekiel Elliott too. We should.
Yeah,
mention.
they
already cut
they
him.
are
Oh,
cutting.
he is cut.
Yeah.
I've been asleep all day, bro.
He's been cut a few days. But Van Der Esch re-signed. Yeah, they bring in Gilmore for what was that,
did
the
that.
fifth?
Yeah, pennies.
Yeah, no, just nobody cares about Gilmore anyway. He gets traded for fifths and sixths all the time. And Donovan Wilson.
Well, because I think teams are just gambling and waiting for his athleticism to go, and his technique
He's
is
just
good
still,
enough to keep him
still
in
a
it.
top 10 corner every season.
So I think this is finally the year to get these out.
I think he'll be halfway decent.
I mean,
So
he'll
the
be
Cowboys
starting,
basically
but
brought. I'm trying to think. Did they lose any? I mean, they're cutting Zeke. Who cares?
Yeah, you have Tony Pollard.
Leighton Vander Esch.
Like Skip said, you have Tony Pollard.
They brought him back.
And then so you're re-signing.
Their
they
defense got
re-signed
better.
everybody.
They're returning their defense, but the Cowboys' problem is their offense. What?
It's
Dak
Dak.
Prescott.
Dak Prescott.
So-
Brandon Cooks. They get
And
another
their wide receiver room is
Lose
shallow.
Noah Brown. Who
The
cares?
wide receiver rooms are shallow.
I mean, it's
losing
good enough to
Miles?
compete. CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Dalton
Schultz is out there.
Ooh.
Schultz is a free agent.
He's a free agent.
He still might come back.
He still might come back, but as of right now,
give me a C plus.
yeah.
Whoa, I'm giving them a B plus.
I was going to say I'm going to give him a B flat. Just a B.
If it's not a C plus, it's a B minus for me. If it isn't a B, it's a
I'm
B
sticking with
minus.
C plus.
But losing Dalton Schultz,
Or well,
They had another young tight end.
allegedly
I forget his name,
allegedly losing Dalton Schultz, not re-signing Dalton.
but- Oh yeah, Dalton Schultz is a top 10 at his position.
Yeah.
But
But hell, Michael Meyer might be a top 10 tight end next year. So
moving on. So what we got our grades. So moving on to the New York Football Giants.
New York Football Giants. New York.
You have Danny Dimes on a 4-year, $160 million deal.
oh, don't get me started.
We're not bringing this up. I don't want to go in this argument.
Saquon Barkley back on the non-exclusive.
Bullshit.
Matt Breida. Bring in Paris Campbell, Sterling Shepard, Darius Slayton. So basically, their wide receiver group they had last year, except here's Paris Campbell.
Yeah.
Another receiver,
and then they
basically
trade
like what you had.
for Darren Waller.
Oh yeah, and then they had Darren Waller. for a third-round pick number 100. Then
solid.
Raheem Nunez Roches, not a real person. Jared Davis, Bobby Okereke.
That was a fire signing. Fire.
And Jamie Gillen, the Scottish Hammer.
Fire.
B plus.
You said B plus? What you got?
Yeah, like a B plus.
B plus. Because you pay Daniel
You
Dimes.
bring back like a top 14, 15 defense, but you add Bobby Okike or whatever you
make the,
have.
make the offense
Same thing.
solidify the
Okike.
offense.
You bring in Darren Waller
Okike.
instead of David Bellinger. You bring Paris Campbell in.
Bellinger.
Hopefully, wide receivers can be a little bit healthier because a lot of people were
Yeah.
out last year. Isaiah Hodgins is still there, who's obviously the GOAT. They still have all their picks.
You add a top tight end.
Yeah, so I mean they're gonna be, and Brian Dable's still the head coach.
The only reason it's not an A
Is because
some kind of
Saquon
A.
Barkley's still on the tag.
Saquon was on the tag, and you pay Daniel Dimes way too much fucking money.
Not way too much.
Timo, what?
It's way too much.
Timo, what do you grade it?
I gave it a B plus.
It's B plus.
F minus off Daniel Jones' contract.
I'm understandable. Have a nice day.
F minus. I'm so serious. I'm so dead ass. $40 million for Daniel Jones is fucking bonkers. Like if we give
like Tua deserves 70. Like
if we give Tua $40 million, I would not feel comfortable in that contract
my God,
at the current point in time.
no, because you don't know.
Look, I'm gonna fact check him on that because when Tua gets that deal, I do not care. I am hating on that just as much as you've hated on Daniel Jones.
Well,
Tua is not that much better than Daniel Jones, and I don't care what you say because availability. Say it with me, guys. Availability is the best ability.
LOL. Look, I'm saying if he gets $40 million, I'm not feeling comfortable. Right, until he produces consistent full game seasons every year. We've already seen he can perform with the best. We've already seen it. So
For 3/4 of a season.
yeah, give me a full season. Give me 2 full seasons.
But
give me
when is
5.
the full season gonna come? It's been 3 years.
Bro? I mean, this year, hopefully. I mean,
How many times are you gonna say that though?
I mean, the first season.
First year he was splitting with.
The first season he played all of the games he was in. The second season,
First season they used Ryan Fitzpatrick as the closer.
ridiculous. It's fucking Brian Flores. That's why he's not a head coach.
By the way, Fitzmagic saved y'all a bunch of those games. Don't even lie.
Bro,
Tua
he
was
saved
throwing
us one
games.
game.
Don't forget the face mask, bro.
He saved us one game. He
face mask,
beat
bro.
He gave
the
us one of the
Raiders.
greatest
He beat
passes
the Raiders.
ever.
He beat
That
the
is
Raiders.
true.
That's it.
Greatest pass
What happened
ever.
against the Broncos? He fumbled.
Tua wasn't playing that good either.
Bro, but like, okay, so we still lose the game either way. But don't sit here and act like Ryan
It says
Fitzpatrick
something-
saved to his ass when he threw one pass that was a face mask that was going to get a first down on anyway. We still would have kicked the field goal regardless if he makes the pass or not. That was just a free play that we were able to decline.
It just goes to show you that your head coach who drafted you did not have faith in you.
That's the thing. That's what
No,
he's been
Brian
saying.
Flores didn't draft Tua. Chris Greer drafted Tua. Brian Flores,
Didn't never like Tua, apparently.
no, Brian Flores hated Tua. He condensed the playbook. He fucking produced shitty offenses, and that's what was wrong with Tua. We open up the playbook, you give him a head coach that knows
And
what he's doing,
then he got injured the second year.
Well, I mean, he got blindsided and got his fucking ribs smoked by Matt Milano. You can't really help that.
Suns are bringing it back, baby.
Now, whenever he hit his helmet on Aaron Donald's, when he hit his hand on Aaron Donald's helmet and broke his finger, that was kind of fucked. But he played through that for the most part. Y'all are down 4 with 30 seconds to play. Y'all are not winning.
So anyways, moving on to the Eagles. They bring in Marcus Mariota. They bring in Rashad Penny. They bring in Boston Scott. Or they bring in Rashad Penny and Marcus Mariota, re-sign Boston Scott.
Greedy Williams.
Jason Kelsey, they held him at gunpoint and convinced him to play another year and said, we don't care about your health.
Or your family.
Yeah. Fletcher Cox re-signs. Brandon Graham re-signs. Bradbury re-signs. Slay agrees to a 3-year deal, and they bring in Greedy Williams.
And they lose Miles Sanders.
They lost so
Give me a
much.
C.
This is a C minus.
And they're about to lose C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Give me
I say a
C
D plus just because how much you lose Hargrave, you lose
Yeah,
I give it a D
you
plus.
kept
You lose your O-line.
you kept some core pieces of your defense,
Well,
but you kept all the old pieces.
Yeah.
So you keep Hassan Reddick, you keep Josh Sweat.
Well, Hassan Reddick was signed last year.
Well, but I'm just saying, like, as a piece of your defense, you keep those guys around, but the guys that were leaving, you keep the old guys. And yeah, C plus to C minus, somewhere in the
C minus.
You got so Sid's favorite quarterback, Jacoby Brissett,
Comrags.
Yeah.
to the Commanders. Andrew Wiley, Nick Gates, just some O-line depth. Tyler Larson,
Andrew Wiley's a good pickup.
For reference, Grandma Helen is
Abdullah
not happy
Anderson.
with the team.
defensive lineman Dayron Payne got a bag.
Yeah, $22.5 million a year, which is ridiculous for an inside.
That's like Daniel Jones money.
They bring in Panther legend F.A. Abada, Cody Barton to a 1-year deal, Panther legend David Mayo, Cam Dantzler claimed off the waivers from the Vikings, and Danny Johnson. They signed a whole lot of not a whole lot here.
I would say they got better.
Where? Jacoby Brissett,
Andrew Wiley.
but
Andrew
what
Wiley's
else?
good as shit. Well, they did lose Cole Holcomb.
Their tackles were a mess last year. Andrew Wiley is nothing but consistent.
Give me a C plus B minus.
No, give me a B because they also upgraded heavily on the offensive coordinator position.
I mean, if we're counting all that,
If we're counting that, then yeah, B.
Yeah. B.
I'll still go B minus or like C
I mean,
plus.
we're grading the offseason so far, so Eric Bieniemy can play. That'll play.
Are we grading off season? I think we're grading free agency.
I mean, that's
We're
a
getting
part of the
all
offseason,
offseason
though,
'cause we're
because
doing
you got to
trades.
think we're grading free agency, but we traded for Jalen
Well, after
Ramsey.
this- I'm gonna need us all to keep this in mind when we get to my team.
Oh, hold on. Because we
we're gonna
include-
head the trading team.
we included. We didn't even include Vic Fangio in the Dolphins A plus. So we got, and then we included.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll make it an
if
A.
we're counting coaches
I'll make
now,
it
we're
an
doing
A.
it late.
We included.
If we're counting coaches now, we're doing it late.
We included fucking.
Dolphins go from an A minus to an A. What do you want?
Who else did we include?
And all the trades. No other coaches. Oh,
My
Sean
Patriots
Payton.
grade did
Sean Payton.
include the.
Sean
We
Payton.
included Sean Payton in the Broncos. We included.
We're doing this consistently.
And you
We
brought-
included.
big
You
fuck-
included Josh McDaniels.
Yep.
In the fucking Raiders.
You said Brandon
So
Staley.
Yeah.
I said
just
Brandon
wanna say-
Staley.
Yeah.
Oh, the Patriots
We've
up
been
a
doing
little
this all
bit
the
because
time.
they fired that terrible
We're not doing it
offensive
like-
Oh,
coordinator.
Matt Patricia.
Yeah, fuck Matt Patricia.
Oh,
I hope-
wait, no. Chargers immediately get an A because we got rid of Joe Lombardi.
Not immediately get an A.
What did we? What's the
Have y'all even
collective?
signed a coordinator yet?
Kellen Moore, dumbass. We signed that immediately. We did that shit immediately.
Bro, Kellen Moore.
Yeah, Kellen Moore. Hold on, Kellen Moore was named the OC as soon as he was let
Yeah.
go by the
Oh
Cowboys.
yeah,
As
that's
soon
right.
as,
That's right.
as soon as the Cowboys lost in the playoffs,
Look,
they were
man.
like, we were like, yeah.
What did I give the Chargers?
You said like a C, D
think
plus,
you said
C
D
minus,
plus.
something like that. I said a C.
Oh, I said
you did
D plus, C minus.
You said D plus.
So
and I
with
said
bringing
C.
in Kellen Moore over Joe Lombardi, I'll bump it to a C plus. But
It's an A. I don't care. A plus. A plus plus.
A plus plus.
A plus plus minus plus.
All right. So Chicago Bears.
The Bears.
I don't know who won the division.
Oh yeah. We got to say who won the NFC East.
See, who's that? The Eagles, Cowboys, Giants. I'll say the Giants.
It's probably the Giants.
Giants.
gotta be Giants.
Even
It's the
with
Cowboys.
even with the shitty ass contract.
Well, no, I can't say that because I just gave him an F minus. Fucking.
You can't say that. I'll say it. They won that division.
I still think it's
offseason
the
wise.
I think it's got to be the Cowboys.
It's the
like,
Cowboys,
cop
not
out.
even close.
Like that, like
signed
that.
everybody?
Like
The
we
Giants
clowned
legitimately got
the
better.
AFC South, but the NFC East made worse moves than the AFC South. Like the Texans would have won that.
But the
offseason.
Giants legitimately got better. I don't think the Cowboys got as they didn't increase their
Name the cornerback two on the Cowboys last year. Name it.
What's
Come on.
the name? Anthony Brown?
Who was the wide receiver two last year for the Cowboys?
Michael Gallup.
Michael
When
Gallup.
we got back.
He was hurt for the first 6 weeks.
So Noah Brown.
So Noah Brown.
No Brown.
Brandon Cooks and Noah Brown is look at the Texans now. Exactly. The Cowboys by and far got better.
Yeah, they got better.
I want
And
to say by and far.
they got way better.
I would say they got way better.
And they
got-
also
way
did-
better.
They also, I mean, yeah,
you can only get so much better with Dak Prescott, your quarterback.
they overpaid for a quarterback 2 off seasons ago, but the Giants did it this off season.
What? How much money did Dak Prescott get? Did he get $40 million?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was the first one to get 40.
I would say he's worth $40 million more than
Yeah, he is.
More than Daniel Jones, definitely.
Exactly.
Cowboys won easy.
No.
All right.
Give me Jones.
So let's talk about the Chicago Panthers.
The windy catch. The windy catch.
You bring in PJ Walker, GOAT. They bring in Dante Foreman, Panther legend. Travis Homer, also a running back. Kari Blasingame. And they trade for DJ Moore in the 1 pick with everything else. We already all know the deal. Robert Tonyan, Nate Davis, solid. DeMarcus Walker on a 3-year deal. Andrew Billings, Tremaine Edmonds, TJ Edwards. Which they didn't need both of those dudes. That was just them like flexing their money, I guess. And a long snapper. So, I don't know. When you consider Chicago had the most money in the NFL.
But I also feel like that's relative. We have to grade them off the moves they made, not the moves they could have made.
But they missed on every big tackle. And their goal was to bring in a big tackle.
I feel like they wanted to go the draft route.
I mean, they might, but still.
Because if you say you draft a hit, I feel like their thing is you draft a hit guy, and now you just saved $15 million at both tackle positions. Right? Now you have to pay them later down the road, but if they're going to load talent around a young quarterback and get to a Super Bowl with Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts, I feel like that's what their goal is.
If they didn't want to pay a tackle, they wouldn't have offered Mike McGlinchey and Mitch McGary.
Yeah, their goal was to sign a tackle. They just failed said mission.
Yeah, look, just because they robbed the Carolina Panthers, it's a B+. They robbed them. They got an extra first next year. They got DJ Moore. They got 2 second-round picks, right? And they got what else did they get? I think they got like a 4th.
Hold on. First of all, if we're going to talk about the deal, they got DJ Moore, which the deal wasn't getting done without DJ Moore, by the way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they robbed him, though. I mean, that's the price you pay to move up for a quarterback.
It's the price for a franchise quarterback. It's the power they have.
I feel like it's a little much for C.J. Stroud to move up to get C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, he's not like Caleb Williams.
Because now any move that stems from these picks is going to be avalanched like what we did with Laramie Tunsil.
Well, sure, but they got first of all, we had 2 seconds. They got the one that's that's at the back end, 61. They didn't get 39.
No, but I'm just saying. Like, imagine if they turn those 8 picks. 8 picks is an exaggeration, by the way. But imagine if they turn all those picks into like fucking 6 studs. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the laundry list of players that Chris Greer turned out of just Laramie Tunsil. We got 4 first-round picks from Laramie Tunsil, period. And then we flipped 3 that one year for 2 more firsts or 3 more firsts from the Niners, and we turned it into like 7 star players. So, like, if y'all end up, like, getting C.J. Stroud and he plays 2 or 3 years and fizzles out, and then the Bears do that, you see
and what if C.J. Stroud turns into an all-time QB?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm saying C.J. Stroud, I feel like you make that move for Quinn Ewers or Caleb Williams or Drake May. You see what I'm saying? I think C.J. Stroud is a little bit more of a gamble. But I still don't think the Bears fleeced.
I definitely don't think they fleeced us. I mean, when you're the Panthers, if you look at it, you're at 9. How many times, with the team set up how it is now, there isn't guaranteeing that we're going to be that high again to be able to trade up for the 1 pick next year. Like if it was this expensive to move up for Stroud or move up for Young or however it is, how expensive do you think it's going to be when Caleb Williams and Drake May are at the top of the board?
Yeah.
So it's either now with the team set up how it is.
No. Yeah, y'all should have made a move for quarterback this year. I'm just saying there's a little bit of overpay for.
I think it's the price you had to pay. I don't think it's an overpay.
It was like you either moving now.
But also, I'm not even sure y'all like C.J. Stroud because y'all are talking about moving down, and C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young.
That's bait. That's bait to try to get the Texans up.
Smoke.
I don't think so.
I
think y'all are being serious. I think y'all are baiting the Colts to move up more than the Texans.
Why would we trade with another QB needy team? They're trading with the Texans to just move down 1 spot because they like both of them.
But that's ignorant. Now you're not getting your choice. Now you're not getting your choice at the pick. That's kind of like how last year. That's kind of like how last year y'all picked
the other one. Like it's not that.
Imagine. So last year the Giants pick at 5 and 7.
Yeah,
they picked Kayvon Thibodeau at 5 and
let us have to pick the tackles.
Exactly. Yeah. You don't do that with quarterbacks, bro. You do not do that with quarterbacks.
I mean, I'm thinking we're going to stay at 1 too. But I'm saying the only people we're even considering would be if we're going to get 2 and 12 from the Texans, if that's what they're trying to do. Which I'm not saying is going to happen.
Yeah, bro. I don't see that happening at all.
I'm just saying that's who they're baiting. They ain't baiting the Colts to come up and get it. They wouldn't trade to go back to 4. They ain't going to put themselves
if
out
y'all
of
like Anthony Richardson enough, I feel like y'all would.
If we like Anthony Richardson enough, then we would have traded to 3 with the Cardinals. We wouldn't even call the Bears.
But now, why are you talking about trading back down at all?
I just told you they're baiting the Texans.
I don't think it's just the Texans, bro. I think it's deeper than that. I seriously could see a world in which y'all trade back down to 4 because y'all like Anthony Richardson that much, just to get future draft capital to make the Bears trade.
If we trade down, it definitely won't be past the Cardinals. We could be the Cardinals fall in love with and don't want anybody to skip them for
Anthony Richardson?
For Will Anderson.
No, but I'm saying if y'all love Anthony Richardson, then it's gonna be y'all trade back to 4 with the Colts. Because the Colts are gonna make an aggressive offer to jump the Texans for a quarterback they want. They get C.J. Stroud at 1. Texans get Bryce Young at 2. Cardinals still get Will Anderson at 3, and y'all get the guy y'all wanted all along, Anthony Richardson, at 4. It's like the Celtics and Sixers from a few years ago.
It won't be with the
Celtics always wanted fucking Jason Tatum, and they baited the Sixers into thinking they wanted Markelle Fultz. They get 1, future firsts. They still get Jason Tatum at 3, the best guy in the draft. You see what I'm saying?
I know we're not disrespecting Markelle Fultz right now.
Markelle Fultz was a hit, but
Shout out
I'm saying
Markelle
he's just not Jason Tatum.
He's not a hit. Not for Philly. If you're going to grade no more picks, Markelle Fultz is not a hit because they traded him for who? Jonathan Simmons at a 2nd-round pick.
But if he'd have never got...
I'm just saying.
Markelle Fultz now is dogging people
Markelle Fultz better than Jason
Orlando,
Tatum,
but I don't think you can call it. But let's not get too sidetracked with basketball. Let's keep going. The Bears, I give them a B. No. What I give them? I give him like an A. I'll give him an A- just because they got a lot for that deal, and now
So
even
we got to finish the NFC North and get through the NFC West.
Yeah, we gotta hurry up.
In the South.
Let's start
Oh
speeding.
my
up.
God! Yeah, we got to start.
Let's start speeding. Okay.
So we're over an hour and a half in.
Lions, David Montgomery, Craig Reynolds, Isaiah Buggs, John Kaminsky, Alex Alazone came back, Cameron Sutton signed, Will Harris came back, CJ Moore signed. I mean, we just brought back guys. We got Cam Sutton in.
Alex Anzalone.
Yeah, but he's
Anzalone.
He was really good last year.
Yeah.
And David Montgomery instead of Jamal Williams can do more than just 1 yard for a touchdown.
I mean, he did it 15 times.
Yeah, he literally was at the goal line every time he
I
scored.
mean, I get it, but Jamal Williams is still a good back.
I'm not hating on. I love Jamal Williams with all my heart.
I feel like y'all did what the Chargers did on a bigger scale.
Them 15 touchdowns are way overblown.
So
I'll give us right now. I'm giving us a B. We did what we were supposed to do.
what
most
did
of our
I
things
give the
added-
Chargers?
added-
What did I give the Chargers? D plus, C minus.
Yeah,
That's what I'm giving the Lions.
C minus.
that's crazy.
You're smoking dick, but
Bro,
regardless,
who did you bring in other than re-signing
Cam
players?
Sutton.
Cam Sutton.
How much?
Cam Sutton's like moving the needle.
That's what I'm saying. How much better is that than bringing in Eric Kendricks? Because I would say bringing in Eric Kendricks.
Did you not see our cornerback room last year?
Did you not see their linebacker core last year? And they lost Drew Tranquil and filled that gap with
We didn't lose anybody.
Eric Kendricks.
We didn't lose anybody at corner.
Well, then I'll give you a C minus because I gave them a D plus. But I don't see Cam Sutton does not move that needle. Now the draft
That's
could
where we're
really
big at.
sway the offseason thing, but this is an offseason grade.
I think we got
I think,
better
I,
at
think
running
I
back.
think the Lions hitting the draft.
I think we got better at running back. I think
Okay,
we got
but better
I'll
at
give it a
running
B
back
minus,
when
B
you
minus.
already have DeAndre Swift and
Who's injury prone?
if David Montgomery doesn't have 15 touchdowns next year, y'all did not get better at running back. And I mean,
Dude,
That's crazy.
You're
David
tripping.
Montgomery's
That's crazy.
better than Jamal Williams.
yes,
Much
he is.
better.
Touchdowns don't make Jamal
But
Williams.
you have to look at the production. Like,
James Conner
Production,
led
bro.
in
He's
touchdowns
on
2
the
years
1
ago.
yard line. You know.
yeah, but
fucking-
James Conner
Those
was a good back.
15 touchdowns are so fucking overblown. It's so annoying to see on Twitter.
I hate when people just talk about touchdowns as like the best stat. But
You have to understand.
Who had the most touchdowns as a wide receiver this year?
It was Devontae Adams still, right?
Yeah, but all right. A better example: Adam Thielen usually gets way up there. Is Adam Thielen a top 5 wide receiver?
But he's
Yes!
not top 5 in touchdowns.
Moving on from because we got
Please, Adam, please.
unless we can put off a pod and we just take our time with this one, and we put off a pod a week because we can't afford to.
What are you talking about?
If we're gonna do a longer,
Dog, we've spaced this shit out enough this month. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, we're straight, bro.
We don't even have to talk about the Packers. They did jack fucking shit.
They didn't do shit.
I mean,
F
Lost
minus.
Robert Tonyan.
F minus.
They really are like
They lost Alan Lazard.
yeah, they're about to lose Aaron Rodgers.
They're not helping.
Yeah.
They're not helping out Jordan
Their
Love
off-
in the
their offense
slightest. F
is
minus.
F minus.
Fuck Green Bay and fuck
The
Lucas.
best thing they would do is get Elijah Moore.
Psych. I love you, Lucas.
Get Elijah Moore.
I don't even
and
think
the
Lucas
Aaron Rodgers
listens.
deal. And then they can draft a tight end. in the second or something.
Already enough about Green Bay. Again, it's to be concluded because if they don't get a first back for Aaron, this is a Z minus. This is fucking terrible.
Yeah. It's been a tragic offseason for them.
To the Vikings.
Negative Z minus.
Nick Mullins, Alexander Madison, Josh Oliver, Garrett Bradbury, Austin Schlottman. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. Marcus Davenport, Dean Lowry, Byron Murphy, Greg Joseph.
B+.
No.
No.
C. This team, all they did was bring back people. They lost Patrick Peterson, but they brought in Byron Murphy. This is
Byron Murphy's better than
Smith is about to be gone.
Byron Murphy's better than Pat Pete.
Is he?
Yes.
Pat Pete had a top 12, 13 season
Pat
last
Pete
year.
is old. Pat Pete's in his 30s, man. His legs are going to give out. I'm telling you, Byron Murphy's still in his 20s, his mid-20s.
Yeah.
They got
I'll
better
pump it up
corners.
to, I'll pump it up to a C+ because they got Brian Flores.
Now they did lose Eric Kendricks.
Lost Eric Kendrick.
They did lose Eric Kendrick. They got Marcus Davenport.
Dalvin Cook does seem to be out. He does seem to be off the team.
Bro, I'm talking about like you still gain.
They lose Dalvin Cook.
You
that's
see what I'm
gonna be a big
saying?
blow.
Like
Dalvin Cook's not gone yet. They might bring him back.
yeah, I think that he ends up staying. No
Which is
team,
I do think
no
he's
teams are
staying,
taking.
but I mean, it's
no
not,
teams are
it's
taking.
not
You
good.
said what?
They lose Thielen.
Yeah,
They lose
but
Thielen.
I mean, he was on the way out soon anyway. He was
about-
good.
he's
He was
about to
still
retire soon.
serviceable, but
He's
I
about to
wouldn't say
retire.
he's
C.
because
That's it.
I get a
you have
C+.
to look at it,
B
and
minus.
like you said, they bring in Brian Flores to be the DC. But now I think the thing with Dalvin Cook is all these teams with these running backs, Austin Eckler, Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook, they're waiting for somebody else to make a move so they can see what this market is going to do because the running back shit is really iffy right now. Like Miles Sanders just got $6 million a year after having a very productive year in Philly.
Yeah.
So I think
Yes, sir.
So I think we start looking at, a
big
top
bird.
a top 3 running back and then a top 4 to 7 running back and then a top 7 to 10 running back that are currently on the market right now. And I think they're trying to see what the market's going to hold. I think that's what it is.
Dalvin Cook's not a top 20 running back, and I'll stand on that.
Who's going
But
to shoot first?
who won this division? I'm just going to go ahead and state it. I mean, you kind of have to give it to the Bears. I mean, they did
Yeah,
the
yeah,
most. They did the pick, you know.
But
the Lions are winning this division,
They're building,
and it's not
they're
going to
getting
be
capital.
close.
It looks
close.
good.
You heard it here
looks good. It's a good future.
first.
I will personally, and you can stand on this now, I will do the top comment on one of my tweets if the Lions don't win. Like, you can tweet. I'm going to tweet it out right now. You can go comment under it for anything for me to do, and I'll do it if the Lions don't win this division.
Oh, buddy, here we go.
Anything.
It's been
Anything. I'll go streaking.
Wait until the episode drops, but yeah. It'll drop tomorrow at 10 a.m. So
I'm finna get wicked.
just
in
whenever
that
you wake up tomorrow, drop the tweet, tag NPS, and then we'll share it.
I'm excited now.
On to some more poverty. The Souths are just poverty in this year. Taylor Heineke for the Falcons. Keith Smith, Jonnu Smith. They had Kyle Pitts. Hey, fuck it, let's get another one. Caleb McGarry, Chris Lindstrom both came back. Lorenzo Carter came back. David Onyemata signed a 3-year deal.
That's solid.
Caden Ellis signed a 3-year, $21.5 million deal. Jesse Bates, it's a huge one.
That's huge.
Look,
Peak ups.
it's a B.
We got B plus.
It's a B.
I'd say.
I feel like that is also true, but I do feel like it's better than average.
By the way, that's why they brought in Jonnu Smith. He ate with Arthur Smith in Tennessee.
But now I don't think they're looking at quarterback because I don't think they're going to draft Will Levis.
No, they're going to draft one of the corners to pair with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Seagon.
what do you get? Do you snipe on Hendon Hooker in like the 3rd round?
No, the Lions are going to do that.
Whoa.
Ooh, I don't think so.
If the Lions waste a 3rd-round pick on Hendon Hooker, I'm personally flying to Detroit and smacking the fuck out of Dan Campbell.
I don't see that happening, bro. Will Levis does not fit the Lions at all. At all. Nothing he
Will
does.
Levis.
You would be getting a horribly
Who said Will Levis? He said Hendon Hooker.
Oh, I'm bugging.
I was like,
I'm thinking about the Falcons. I'm bugging.
yeah. But
I'm going to pass the mic over for this one. I just want to say I'll get my grade after this.
Did we get? Oh, so we got our grades. All right, boys. We stayed down for this.
I used to pray for times like this.
Yeah. So the Red Rocket, Andy Dalton, coming in to be a backup.
I want his exact cent in money. Go.
2 years, 11 mil.
Shit.
5.5 mil. For
Underpaid as a motherfucker.
Exactly.
I mean, he's got a. All right.
Andy Dalton's the face of the franchise.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Red Rocket.
you bring in Miles Sanders, who has experience with Deuce Staley, 4 years, 25.4.
Love that
Steal. Hayden Hurst. It wouldn't have been okay. Here's where I stand on Hayden Hurst. I'm not gonna be a fanboy over every pick.
Cap.
But 3 years, 21.75, 13 guaranteed, which ain't bad money for him. And with the tight ends on the market, I would have grabbed Gesicki before I grabbed Hurst. I don't know what Gesicki signed for in New England, but
Dear God, get him another tight end.
I would have definitely preferred others or go the draft route just because how elite this tight end draft class is.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Justin McCray, AFL legend. O-line depth. We bring back the White Rhino and Bradley Bozeman on a 3-year, $18 million deal.
Crazy nickname, by the way.
The Ivory King.
Shy total from the Saints. Anytime you can take a player from the Saints, I'm here for it. Moving to a 3-4. He's from North Carolina. Works. Deshaun Williams, same thing, except he came from the Broncos. And you bring in Von Bell while trading for the 1 pick.
And move Jeremy Chin to linebacker.
Exactly, boy. I've stayed down. Look.
He tried to deny it so hard.
Look. No, I never denied Chin at safety. I would have preferred him at linebacker the whole time. I just didn't think he was a bad safety. I never said I wouldn't prefer him at linebacker. If we've been counting coaches and everything, we went from Matt Rule, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Well, technically you went from Steve Wilkes.
I'm bringing it all the way back.
And remember, you wanted Steve Wilkes.
I would say it's a B plus or an A minus.
A minus for getting the 1 pick.
A-.
Yeah, but you also have to take into account what you paid for the 1 pick, and you're losing DJ Moore.
Look, I'm gonna give it an A minus.
Like
They signed a dude named Hayden. Like he might be the second best Hayden in the sporting world, but he's a pretty good tight end.
I'm giving it an A minus mostly due to the staffing. If we just went off player signings, I don't think it's A minus. But
it's an A minus. It would be an A, but you lost your best weapon for your
staff got better, and in theory, you're getting a franchise.
Staff got a whole lot fucking better,
and in theory, you're getting a franchise.
Our staff is night and day. I keep hearing these competent press conferences and don't know how to act.
Yeah.
Is that a sentence?
Yeah.
I
ain't heard any Jay-Z quotes yet out of Frank Reich, so we good.
Oh yeah.
Talking about Matt Rule said took Jay-Z 7 years to have a hit.
Hard Dog Panthers.
Which isn't true, but
to that I would have said it took the Lord 7 days.
Damn.
I would have said it took the Lord 7 days.
Matt Rule definitely isn't Jesus.
Yeah, let's stop there. So on to the New Orleans Thugs.
Jalen Carter will be traded up for.
Jalen Carter is a Saint.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Derek Carr. They went from mid to mid, but they got a lot better mid.
It's better mid.
It's a lot better. They bring back Jameis. Eat the W. Come on now, that's what we do around here. Talk to him. Jamal Williams, most overrated running back in football. Let's talk to him.
That's crazy.
Michael Thomas
He was on his dick last season.
Michael Thomas, if he stays healthy, dog. They got him back.
Don't trust it.
Juwan
I'm
Johnson.
out on Michael Thomas, man.
Nothing.
I'm out on Michael Thomas, truly.
I don't trust it.
D. Lyman, who I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. It's redonkulous. Kalen Saunders, 3-year deal up to 14.5. JT Gray, just another guy. And the best signing of the offseason, Nathan Shepard, 3 years, $15 million. Shout out Nate. Everybody just shout out Nate, son.
Duflin's own.
We used to pray for times like that. Nah, the Saints. Saints get a B plus. They got a first and a second from a head coach who wasn't even coaching for them anymore.
Thug Shepard.
Easy W.
They lost their entire defensive line.
Yeah.
They got a first and a second for a coach who doesn't even coach for them anymore.
I think it's a B plus just because of how much they upgraded. I don't know how much it moved the needle, but on paper, I think it's a B plus.
When I factor in them losing their entire defensive line,
and the fact that they're thugs.
All right, Thug is crazy. It's definitely in the B's. And
I'd say a C.
I'd say no. I'd say it's.
I'd say a
I'd say it's more than average.
Somebody's a Panthers fan.
I'm gonna have to go at least.
I was trying
Oh my
to
God! It's just
I'd have to
kill him.
no.
like it's not worse than a B. It's not worse than a B.
For y'all that
I
didn't
don't
see,
think.
he swung on Crew for speaking about his team. Full on, Mike Tyson left hook. Like
So back to poverty. In the Tampa Bay Succaneers, baby.
Succaneers.
They got lucky. They got Thomas Edward Patrick Brady. Because back to the... everyone on this team is going to learn Chinese in a few years. Shout out Baker Mayfield, Chase Edmonds, Greg Gaines,
These guys are going to be employed by Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Levante Davis, Anthony Nelson, Jamel Dean's pretty good.
Yeah.
But
Bring him back, man.
they lost Brady. They lost their left tackle. They cut him.
Lost under Fournette.
They lost playoff Lenny. It's a C.
Aren't they losing Ryan Jensen?
Yep, it's a C.
Probably.
It's a C minus
It's a
D.
It's a D.
D.
It's a D.
D.
It's a D. That team.
Dick in bulk.
I mean,
Bring him back Jamel Dean.
I'm surprised. Yeah, bring back Jamel Dean and bring
Hope you
back
brought your
Levante
Costco
David.
card.
I'm shocked they convinced him to. Levante David must love Tampa Bay, but
Yeah.
Tax cuts.
I mean,
Florida. But
I ain't got to give the government
Panthers
no
won
money.
this offseason. But in
we
this
didn't go to
division-
the
yeah.
Falcons,
Yes, we
they
did.
did.
did we?
Yes.
You dang right we won. Oh yeah, we did. We started with the Falcons.
The Panthers won this by a country mile.
Yeah.
Landslide.
I mean, it wasn't much of a competition.
I don't
We hope to
know.
do the same
Them
with the
Saints
division.
look pretty good. No.
Saints are winning this
What's next?
division. But on to, I hate to say it, but on to some more poverty. Shout out to Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
if I was an Arizona Cardinals fan right now, I'd either be
I'd-
ready to jump off a bridge or find a new team.
They got a Twitch streamer as a quarterback. Shout out Corey Clement.
Well, a lot of NFL
the Cardinals
players
have
a lot
fans
of
have about
NFL
28
players are
million
Twitch
not like
streamers
him. Not like him.
now. What do you mean?
Where he's watching.
Bro said it because Tyreek is.
That's what I'm saying.
Like fireworks.
He's literally streaming instead of watching film.
The fact that they had to be in the contract.
It had to be in the
It'd be
contract
written
discussions.
legally.
Well, no, they ended up removing it, but
Yeah,
Well, yeah, but the fact it was there originally.
he's a
Yeah, they even thought
he's
about
a,
it.
He's a 5'6" Jamarcus Russell.
Is he 5'6"? Damn.
Oh, bro, he's 5'10".
Shout out Corey
Same
Clement,
size as Bryce Young.
Kelvin Beachum, Will Hernandez.
That's a good pickup.
Can't even pronounce his name. It's redonkulous, but he's not good. Kaiser White, that's a W. Matt Prater, they brought him back. It's a D.
It is a D.
It's a D.
It's a fucking
They
D
cut,
minus.
who'd they cut? I mean, D. I mean, maybe if they could get a high second for D Hop, maybe I'd bump it up to a C minus. But
And they signed the worst coach.
they,
of
yeah, dude,
anybody.
oh yeah, never mind, dude. This is a D minus. This
Yeah,
fuck-
Jonathan Gannon, it's a D
Jonathan
plus.
Gannon.
I say D plus because they actually did get better. Their roster got better, but this head coach is
how did
shit.
their roster did not get
D
better?
That rough.
Their roster
D
got
minus.
better.
I hate,
Rodney Hudson
I
retired.
hate everything
D-Hop.
about the Cardinals right
And
now.
D Hop's leaving.
Yeah, they are about to lose D Hop,
Like,
but I'm
there's-
saying
I
their
can't
defense
think-
got
And two of their
better.
corners left.
Oh, Byron Murphy left. Oh,
Yeah.
Sean Murphy Bunting
Yeah,
is
it's a
leaving.
D minus.
Oh,
It's a
it's
D
it's an
minus.
F. That's an F. That's
Yeah,
an F.
D
I mean,
minus.
okay, it
I
could be
won't give him
sound.
F. I won't give him
retired.
F.
Yeah, JJ Watt retired.
F minus. It's a
This
fucking
team
F
could-
minus.
This team could recover, and they lost Zach Allen. This team
F
could
minus.
recover
F minus.
everything in
a
this
good
draft, by the way.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's.
I don't know if
I'm
they've
not
done
giving
that
him an
in a
F. I'm not giving him an F for the simple fact that we still have to drafted it.
It's an F
That's
minus.
and
So
for-
far,
and there's- and they
so
can
far,
still
to
sign
this
people.
point,
And
it's
they can
F
still sign
minus.
people.
Yeah.
yes, to this far, it's an F. Not
I'd
F
hate to be a
minus.
Cardinals fan, bro.
I'd
Yeah,
kill
you're a
myself.
Cardinals fan.
They were talking about 13 reasons. That's about 28 mil.
Yeah, y'all only
20
at
million
13.
reasons.
I mean, I was a Lions fan all day. I mean, shout out Megatron.
Nah.
No,
And
we'll get
you
into it.
just became a
Yeah, but
Let me tell
still.
you about being a Panthers.
Yeah, he did have to do a Matt Rule for like, what, 2-3 seasons?
They ain't struggling like I have.
Matt Rule.
I'll tell you
I watched
what.
Jimmy Clausen and Jake. I watched
Yeah.
Jimmy Clausen.
Team, if y'all fumble this one,
Oh, it's up. Yeah.
y'all
He
are
was
going to be
becoming a
bad
Lions
for a
fan.
while.
No, I'll never leave. Sadly, I'm loyal.
Shout out Lauren, he's a loyal man.
I mean, I'm loyal.
All right, man, let's get through this.
Rams. A nobody, and then the motherfucking A plus plus Z plus Hunter Long, baby. He's back. Or he's in here now. Nah, this is an absolute C minus.
Yes, C minus for sure.
They've done shit.
That's exactly what I was thinking too.
Done nothing.
C minus.
Well, they lost J-Ram too. I'm giving them like a D.
Oh,
Oh yeah, no, that's a D.
yeah.
D minus.
D.
D minus. I forgot they lost
Forget
J.
about trades.
And they cut Leonard Floyd.
That's a D minus.
D minus.
On to the 49ers. Sam
not a-
Darnold.
It's not an F
Go.
because they just can't get worse than the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold.
Goat.
They brought in Javon.
Jake
Hargrave.
Brindle. Clyland Farrell, who's terrible. Kevin Givens, Javon Hargrove.
Grave.
Same thing. T.Y. McGill. Demetrius Flanagan Flowers. Isaiah Oliver. Miles
Panther
Hartsfield.
legend.
Hey, y'all's
Tayshaun Gibson.
heads real close right now.
Don't trip about that.
Get closer. Get closer. Get closer.
You should
Get
have seen
closer.
it. Never mind.
It's an A minus.
Crew, where's your hand? Let me stop.
Get closer. Get closer. Get closer.
It's an A minus.
A minus?
They
I'd say B
to the
plus.
best defense in the league. They added a top 6-7 defensive tackle.
That don't make the whole thing.
I would say a
mean,
B
but
plus.
I'd say B plus.
I would say B plus. A minus is crazy.
Jit tweaking.
A minus is crazy. I'll give it a B plus.
Who have they lost?
Well,
I think we've given out 2 A's. I think we've given out 2 A's.
It's a B. Never mind. They lost Mike McGlinchey.
I think we've given out 2 A's. I think the consensus was A plus Miami, A minus Carolina, or
It
A,
was not
or
consensus A
Carolina.
plus.
I said A plus. Timo said A plus.
huh? For Miami?
Yeah, didn't y'all say A plus?
No, I said
I said A. I said A.
A minus. A
I
minus.
said
A
A
plus-
minus. I
A-
said A minus, and then I had Vic Fangio, and I gave it A.
A plus, 2 A's. Anyway,
Yeah, it's a B. I forgot they lost Mike McGlinchey.
Literally not the consensus.
they did lose Mike McGlinchey. I was about to say, you can't compare that to the Panthers and Dolphins offseason. You just can't.
All right.
And they lost Jimmy G.
Yeah, but nobody cares about that.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
Brock Purdy.
Trey
was-
Lance season.
Well, no, Brock Purdy towards UCL.
Trey Lance
Lance.
season. Trey Lance season.
And Sam Darnold as a backup. Sam Darnold can succeed in this offense.
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance season.
Trey Lance.
We're not gonna get.
We're not
into that.
doing
We don't
this
have enough
against it.
time for
I
that.
ain't gonna lie. Sam can't cook in this offense.
We'll
For
get
reference,
If they simplified enough.
reference,
for me,
my
you
my
give him one
co-host
read.
Sid
We're getting-
believes that Trey Lance has a complete bust and that he'll never play football correctly again.
Okay, what the fuck? I believe he's probably going to bust.
If
I
y'all
don't
want
think
to have,
he's a bust
if y'all
yet.
want to get a 3-hour podcast, we can start on Trey Lance.
Hold on, let me check how much time we got left. But
No way.
keep going.
No, we ain't good. I'm not debating for another hour about Trey Lance.
No, it won't be. It definitely won't be.
We've
I don't want.
We've already done that.
We're already past it. We're on to the Seahawks.
Drew Lock, Geno Smith got a big old deal. Evan Brown, Draymond Jones, Jerron Reed, Devin Bush, Julian Love.
It's like a B.
Yeah, it's like a C plus. Like they didn't do anything.
I say B
big.
Did they lose
minus. I'll say B
anybody?
minus.
Did they lose anybody? It's just like a C plus.
No,
They
they
lost
didn't
Rashad
lose
Penny.
anybody.
Rashad Penny, but nobody cares about that because they got Kenneth Walker.
Exactly.
Oh, we are gravy. But no, we do got to wrap this one up soon.
Yeah, so I think this is a B minus or a C plus.
B minus.
I would say it's in the C's.
As proud winner of the NFC offseason over here.
Whoa.
It's the only A in the NFC.
Yeah, but I just don't give it a
But the Niners. But the Niners.
fuck the Panthers.
See. Do we have anything?
Do it right now.
Hey, yo. If we don't have anything else going on, we'd like to thank you for sticking around for another episode of NPS. We'd like to thank Hayden Brook for coming in and being on
Facts.
episode
Bruster,
31.
31.
We wouldn't let anybody
Twice
else
in a
but
row.
Mr. 31 on episode 31.
And this is twice. Twice
now.
We have recorded,
We've recorded,
three and a half hours worth of
and a half-
episodes for
yeah.
episode 31. And it's
yeah.
3.5
Every day.
hours of straight heat fire.
Don't ever say we're not doing some shit for
Super
y'all.
hot fire.
Shout out Nate. Shout out Cade. Shout out Wyatt Dunn. Shout out the Gumpster. Shout out Mr. 101 Aaron Peterson. Shout out 31 Hayden Peterson. I want to give a big old shout out to Mike Bazin, Kobe Mobley. Damn, who else? Shout out Charles Alignment. Shout out AC Hall. Shout out ECU. Damn.
we getting
Shout
paid-
out
are we
Erling
getting paid for
Haaland. He's
this?
at 8 goals in the last 2 games. Shout out Newcastle. Shout out the Orioles. Shout out the Lions. Shout out the Suns. Come on, baby. 31 for life.
And with all that being said, peace.